believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Guncerio's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoked yourself stupid, boy. Get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy, because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while, the woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. It was great.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Great to see everyone here again. You make me happy every morning. All my friends, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, first person here today, even though Greg Jonick says I'm first, woohoo, the fact of the matter is Tequila Kid was here before you. What's up? I'm first, woohoo. Good morning, Greg Jonick, and hello, little Chihuahua Big World. What's up? Oh, great to see you here as always. Let's see who else we got. Phil in the house. What's up? Yes, I got your email. Yes, it's all good. We're all good in the hood. Nancy Marcho, what's up? Terry Barnes. All right, good to see you. Let's see who else is here right now. Nancy Marcho, Terry Barnes, Greg Jonick, Phil. Nancy, Terry, Greg. Oh, what day is it? Hey, Melissa, what's up? Good morning, all y'all beautiful people. That's right. You're all beautiful. That's a fact. Edie Marie Young, what's up? Good morning, friends and fellow anti-frauditors. That's right. Raza Chat with Hezokuai. You got it. That's a fact, Jack. All right, little Chihuahua, Greg Jonick, Jerry Barnes, Highway Star, what's up? Good morning, Rashers. You got it. We ain't fooling around today. Hey, Adela, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, too. Great to see you, as always. Let's see who else is here. Highway Star. Ikiss. Listen, Ikiss. Send me an email at hezokuai@gmail.com. We had a thing with all of the winners from last what was it just 3 days ago, this month's or the April raffle. Out of all the April raffle winners, we had a couple of people who wanted to give up their prizes, and you don't even know it yet, but someone decided that they wanted you to get one of their prizes. So email me and let me know where you want me to send it. It's a copy of my book. And it's yours. We're just waiting for your address. So email me at hezokuai@gmail.com and we'll get you all hooked up with that. We got Methodist Dave in the house. We got Grandpa's in the house. Let's see, Little Chihuahua, Highway Star, Greg Jonick, Maggie K. Good morning, beautiful people. That's right. Methodist Dave, what's up? And let's see, we got Maggie K, we got Phil, we got Greg Jonick, Little Chihuahua, Big World. Doc Danger's in the house. What's up? Yes. Perfect timing. The day that you come to join us is the day that I choose to play your bit at the beginning. That's perfect timing. All right. And Anna, what's up? Voodoo. That's right. We're going to get the voodoo doll going. We're going to tear them up. We're going to shred some frauders, dang nabbit. Jam and Jet, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Nancy Marcho, Highway Star, and Anna, Doc Danger, Terry Barnes, Phil, Edie Marie Young. Who else is here? Come on, Jam and Jet. Oh yeah, Doc Danger. He's talking about yesterday on Frauditor Wranglers Live. I showed up. Doc Danger was there. Jeremiah was in the house, but Doc Danger was playing Jeremiah. Was freaking hilarious. Some of the funniest stuff I've seen in a while. Danny's here. What's up, Danny? Good to see you. Nicky Small Boy, what's up? Don't forget to hit that like button. No, wait, I didn't. I didn't hit my own like button. All right, I got you now. All right, Robert Kustas, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see, Christopher O'Connor, what's up? Jam and Jet, Lord KJW, what's up? Hey, Mark Rules, yes, he does. Belgium calling in. Greetings to all. That's right. Phil, Doc Danger. For some reason, whenever I think of Belgium, I always joke about the waffles, but when I think of Belgium, I can't help it because of that stupid movie to think about Dr. Evil when he like goes to the place to talk about his relationship with his son, and he's like telling his life story. It's like, oh, I grew up in quite a normal family. My father had a penchant for buggery. And it's like, what the hell are you talking? And Carrie Fisher's just sitting there. Carrie Fisher. That's perfect timing that I brought her up too. Of all beautiful days, rest in peace. She's sitting there just looking at her watch, like, okay, mister, shut up. Salacious, my beautiful producers in the house. What's up, my ravishing rashers? All right. Nancy Marshall, Lord KJW, Mark Rules, Gem and Jet, Little Chihuahua, Lord KJW, Greg Jonick, Gem and Jet, Highway Star. Oh my goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Maggie K, big hugs. All right, love you. Thank you so much. Glad to see you. And we got our first $5 from Danny today. Give this entry to the first person who says, I love Salacious. You got it. And here's your Hezokuai happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mark Rules, Salacious, Doc Danger, Edie Marie, Gem and Jet. Dad farted again. Oh, no. Ooh, thank you. Welcome. Good to see you. Danny said, you know what? Let's give it to somebody else. The second person who says I love Salacious gets another entry. All right. And here's another Hezokuai happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Welsh News Network in the house. What's up? Oh my goodness. Now the third person who says I love Salacious gets an entry. Ooh, hey, Salacious, I hope you're keeping track. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate it. This is amazing. I love you guys. Beautiful. Marvelous. All right. Nancy Marshall, Little Chihuahua, Edie Marie. Doc Danger got it. All right. Edie Marie got the second. All right. Nikki Smallboy, what's up? I guess. Thank you. Yes. Send me an email for sure. Maggie K got the third. All right. John Anderson's like, do I have to go to work? It'd be much better to watch you guys. All right. Don't lose your job over. You can always watch the rerun, man. Hey, Delia's dreaming. What's up? Good morning. And Epiphanies is in the house as well. What's up? Let's see a Frauditor Ram, ladies and gentlemen. All right. He made it public. That means we're going to start right off the bat with a Frauditor Ram video. That'll be the first thing we show because we've been going back and forth. There's this video he's been trying to tell me about, and he was going to send me a version of it, but it didn't work. So then he tried again, but he only wanted me to have access to it, but for some reason, my computer wouldn't let me do it. What is it? The trolling dysfunction thing? Which one is it? What's it called? What's the title? Nancy, Danny, Highway Star, Mark Rules, Epiphanies, Jam and Jet, Doc Danger, Silvio's in the house. What's up? Mark Rules, Dan Founder, John Anderson, Tequila Kid, Internet God. What's up? Robert Custos. All right. Another $2 from Greg Jonick. All right, that's for number 4. Oh my goodness gracious me! Now we're dancing, hip hooray! All right, thank you so much, Greg. Cast Graphics is in the house. Oh my goodness, Julie Weaver, what's up? How's it going? Oh, Colrack's in the house. That's right. I love you guys so much. We got Maggie K, we got Colrack, we got Edward Catalier, we got P. Barnes II. Oh my goodness, we got Hugs for Salacious, we got Frauditor Ram, we got Teddy the Super Necessary BS Detector, and we got a 1999 bomb from Phil. He wants 10 more. Holy crap, hammer sauce. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone who wants it, just put an I love Salacious in the chat. You getting hooked up today. Here's your happy dance. All right. Oh, awesome. And then Chris Kelling, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Jenkins. We all in our places with bright, shining faces. Yes, and we all love Salacious. All right. Care Bear's in the house, too. Oh, my goodness gracious me. You guys are the best. NCR News Network is here. And I still owe you guys a couple of happy dances. All right. All right. Yes. Oh, my goodness. This is the most amazing Thursday morning ever so far. You guys are the best. Julie Weaver's in the house, too. What's up? Care Bear. All right. I think I'm caught up with the names. Hello and good morning. And welcome to the stream. And then, 2 hours later, right? Oh, my goodness. B. Burns II. I forgot to press like. Yes. That's right. Don't forget to hit that like button. Anyway, was it the trolling dysfunctional research video? Is that what you're talking about? It don't matter. It's only 58 seconds, so I'll go ahead and play it. We'll start there, and then we'll move on to the really important stuff. Oh, you guys. I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. Dag nabbit. Round of applause for you guys. All right. Let's see what Frauditor Ram's talking about over here. Let's check this out real quick. All right.
First, discuss your health status with your doctor. This is only for men who are healthy. Then ask your partner what she has in mind. You'll both know when the moment's right, and then just let it happen.
Go troll for Frauditors. Nighttime, daytime, anytime's a good time to find your way to Takedown, exposing Frauditors, Frauditor Ram, Uncle Steven over at Familia TV. The choices are endless. Remember, if your desire for trolling Frauditors lasts for more than 4 hours, please call your doctor. Or just have breakfast with Hezokuai, where dysfunction is always regulated. This message was brought to you by the National Shooting Blanks Trolling Foundation. All profits go toward trolling dysfunction research.
All right. Oh, that was fantastical.
All right. Welcome back to...
All right. That wasn't what I was looking for. Hey, all right. Perfect. That was great. Thank you so much, Frauditor Ram, for sharing. But now we got to get into the important stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very, 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 very special day. You know what day it is, ladies and gentlemen. And in case you don't, here's a little video to give you a bit of a reminder.
Bad boys, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you gonna do, Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your eyes now give you no breaks. Hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Troops is filmed on location with the men of the Imperial Forces. All suspects are guilty, period. Otherwise, they wouldn't be suspect, would they?
I joined the Empire about 6 years ago. I can remember as a kid, watching the holographic images and being excited about the new direction that the galaxy was taking. So when I was old enough, I went down to the local recruitment center, and signed up. And I've been here at Tatooine ever since. Most people would call this the ass end of space, but I like the small town feeling you get around here. I mean, we know everybody. and I feel I can really make a difference here. We got a routine stop here. We have a report of some stolen droids, and we think these might be it. Excuse me. You want to come over here, please? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Whose droid is this? It's your cousin's. Is this your cousin? Are you his cousin? No? Okay, then who are you? You're his friend. Well, Mr. Friend, would you step over there for a moment, please? Okay, so the droid belongs to your cousin. Now, if I go over to that sand crawler over there and ask to see your cousin, is he going to have a bill of sale for this? Okay, well, what I'm going to do now, sir, is place you under imperial arrest so we can only help. Hey, am I talking to you? Then stay over there and shut your mouth. Now, if you move again, I'm going to shoot you. No. Yeah, I understand. I got a wife and kids too, but you don't see me out here stealing imperial droids, now do you? Yeah, sure, you'll never do it again.
He's making a run for it. Hey, there goes the other one.
I got him. Okie doke. Shut the camera off. Yeah, shut it off. Shut it off. Well, what we had here was that these Jawas had stolen some Imperial property, and it unfortunately turned violent. These Jawas do this kind of stuff all the time, picking up, stray droids and selling them off to the highest paid customers.
Well, we didn't find the droids we were looking for, but we did find one that a kid had reported stolen. So he and his parents are going to come down to the detention center and pick it up.
Boy, I'll bet they'll be happy.
Yep, that's what it's all about.
All right. Anyway, I'm not going to play the whole thing, probably due to copyright reasons or whatever. But yes, may the 4th be with you. That's right. That's great stuff. And one of the things that makes that so brilliant is that it takes place during the original Star Wars film, and it ties in perfectly. Like everything they just did with killing the Jawas and this and that, they're looking for our R2-D2 and C-3PO, right? Say that they say we're looking for 2 droids, but in the movie, it's assumed that because of Owen and Beru, that is why they blew up and killed all the Jawas and all that. But in this is why they killed them, because they took off running and then they blew up. So it all ties together, though, with the story of the film. It's really, really good stuff. Anyway, happy May the 4th day, everybody. That's just having some fun in the morning, enjoying our super duper 420 or 425 418 discrepancy sauce branding. It's early in the morning and it's live. What do you want? May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And then tomorrow is May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. That's right, for all my Mexican friends. All right, happy Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Happy 4th of the May today. May the 4th be with you. Yes. All right. That's enough of that nonsense. Let's get on to the real deal, Shalom meal. We're gonna start with let's see, which one do I want to play first? They got a couple good ones here. How about this? Because this is good. Now I know, but Familia TV is awesome, and this is cool because it's his coverage. Eli just got out of jail, so what happens? Well, let's find out. Oh, poor Eli. He's never, ever, ever, ever gonna learn. Oh, man. My peeps, you hear? My peeps. Hey, my peeps, you hear? My peeps, you hear? My peeps. Send me some money, my peeps. Come on, man, my peeps, man. Go to my PayPal and send me some money, peeps. I gotta pay my bail, peeps. Come on, my peeps. You hear? Send me money.
And welcome back to the channel. All right, now here is a video that my good friend Yogi sent me. And Yogi, Thank you for the video. Now, the video deals with the frauditor that we all know as Eli. And let me just say, guys, in this video here, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think Eli may have some good in him. Maybe. Okay. He comes across an individual that was tweaking, guys. Okay. Meaning you can tell she was buzzing on something, and she was in a vehicle, whereas, God forbid, she would have started that vehicle up and took off. In my opinion, you could tell that we would have been watching on the news an individual wiping a bunch of innocent people out, taking them out. Okay. And again, I'm not sure how to take Eli in this one. The words that came out of his mouth, was he truly concerned about the public, or was he just doing this because he was recording and he wanted his subscribers to see him as if he's a concerned citizen? I'm going to let you guys decide on that one. Let's jump into the video and you'll better understand what I mean.
Yeah. Hopefully she don't hit start, bro. That's crazy. What the fuck? That's probably dudes, man.
That's some shit.
That's that K2 shit.
Nah.
Yeah, K2, both of them mix and heroin, bro. But that's that K2, bro. Because heroin will get her like sleepy, you know what I mean? Yeah, they be spazzing like that? That's wow.
Go.
No. Nah, if she turns it on, I'll get her out the car, bro.
Yeah, have to.
Yeah, if she turns the car on, I'm getting her out. He said he's gonna call you.
I don't know.
Let me go double check.
Yeah.
Is he calling?
Like, what the hell?
Where you at? Yo, what's good, man? You see my channel?
This video is called Eli
Hey,
Gets
what's
His
up with
Phone
my beef?
Backed Away From Him and Arrested Again.
Yo, you're gonna call for her, bro? Yeah, I gotta do this first. All right, take care of your thing. I'm gonna be out here.
Yeah,
he's gonna call, but
He
he's
helps
gonna
her.
call. He's
Holy
gonna-
shit, look at the car.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this lady needs help, man. I don't want to watch this. This is depressing.
Outs that throat. Look, she started fucking breaking shit off. And I saw her go in the store. I'm telling you, this woman's fucking tweaking. Babe, she smacked her vagina and was rubbing it so hard her whole fucking...
Whereas we all know when this frauditing.
Make sure she's safe. What do you mean? All right, go ahead. Do your job, G. Do your job.
All right, so this is where now Eli lets
this is
the
when it gets,
asshole.
okay, this is where I want to see what's.
Holding a key, trying to save a life.
No. I got a crackhead's keys in my pockets. Babe, when I'm telling you this woman's fucking tweaking, babe, she smacked her vagina and was rubbing it so hard her whole fucking car shook. This guy is saying he put it all on. Please don't film.
Huh?
Please don't film.
What you mean, please don't film? I'm gonna make sure she's safe. What do you mean? All right, go ahead. Do your job, G. Do your job.
All right, so this is where now Eli lets the asshole in him come out. Whereas we all know when this frauditing thing came into the picture, it was about what? Holding the government accountable. And then it was, we're going to hold police accountable, cop watch. And I know some of you may disagree with me on this, but I honestly feel that if cop watching was done properly, and properly meaning not interfere in the officer's job, letting them do their job without you trying to insert yourself in their scene, then I honestly feel that it keeps the bad ones in check. But that's a whole different video there. Now, as for with these ambulance individual, I honestly feel that the right thing would have been just leave them alone. Okay. Apparently with these frauditors, they have to be right on top of them. Okay. Because if he was standing a distance and zooming, I don't think the ambulance individuals would have said anything. But as you can tell here, Eli's standing like maybe 4 to 5 feet away from them. And I mean, damn it, again, I honestly, in my mind, I'm saying, damn it, maybe this guy's got a little good in him. And then when he does shit like this, the asshole just takes over. And Hey, it's like that camera talks to him. The camera just won't let him be human.
What you mean? If I film, you're not gonna do your job? Why would I not do it? So go ahead and ignore me, bro. Man, I'll give it to the. Okay.
But we can't get PD involved.
Ooh, you can do whatever you wish to do. What a bootlicker here. You should identify me, she said. You know I was the one who called the ambulance for her, right? I'm trying to help here. All right. See you on YouTube.
I'm a mandate.
Keep talking to the public.
Mandated snitch.
Use a rat.
It's my job.
Use a rat.
It's my job.
All right. Keep being a rat.
It's my job. Mandated snitch.
Use a rat.
It's my job.
Use a rat.
It's my job.
All right. Keep being a rat.
It's my job.
All right, so let me just jump back in here and comment quickly on Eli getting the phone smacked out of his hand, where in my opinion, he deserved it. He truly deserved it. He egged her on. He antagonized her. Okay, no reason to have been in front of her talking all that BS. Now, there were a bunch of cuts in the videos that I didn't have anything to do with. The only thing I did was duplicate the phone getting smacked out of his hand. Yes, I enjoyed it that much that I duplicated it. Now, apparently at the end of this small little video that he put out, he wrote that there would be a full version. And when that comes out, I'll put it out as well. But let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.
Well, and see, that's the thing, man. Like, you see a situation like that, and it's so hard because, all right. Obviously, there are situations where these people we're talking about, the frauditors, they are people. And one of the things that makes it so difficult to understand why they do what they do is because you would assume that their humanity would prevent them from doing it. I mean, being a frauditor at all, right? So it's easy to think that there's absolutely no humanity involved at all. So then you see a situation like this, in the first half of the video, you're thinking, oh, wow. You know, most frauditors see someone freaking out like that and having an episode, and they just use it for content. But you hear the things he's saying, and you think, oh, wait, he's not just going to use this situation for content. But then once the ambulance shows up, it's like, okay, we'll take it from here. He's like, no, you won't. I'm going to film it. Like, wait, what? Wait, huh? It's this goes back to I think it was last week. I was I don't remember who it was. One of these guys was talking on a live stream, and they were, oh, you know what? It was when frickin' media was with KFAR and BSBT. It was like 2 weeks ago now. And when frickin' media was talking to KFAR, he was talking like a decent dude. In fact, the same thing happened when I interviewed Direct D. It's like, if you actually sit down and have a one-to-one human conversation with these guys, Josh Abrams, another one. The way they talk, if you're just sitting talking to them, it seems like they're actual human beings. Like, they're really, really, really good at those demonic entities inside them are really good at hiding in themselves and making it seem like they're actually people. But then when the shit hits the fan, they start spinning harder to throw it back at you even more. Like, they don't, when it comes down to it, to where it actually matters, that's when they start going off the rails. And like in this situation, because I have seen worse than this. I will give Eli some amount of credit because, well, I call it as I see it, but also because I've seen situations that people were in situations like this that were just as bad or worse, and the frauditor would literally just stand there and film them to use that situation as content. It's absolutely horrible. At least there was some sort of effort to say, hey, man, somebody's got to do something about this girl. You know, he didn't literally just stand there and film her tweaking. But then again, what happens? As soon as emergency services, as soon as anyone that's a public servant shows up, he has to turn it into a pain in the ass fraud it. He has to turn it into some big major problem. Probably try and get that lady fired who touched his phone. Probably tried to get her arrested. After calling her a rat, he probably went out of his way to try and get her arrested for smacking his phone out of his hand. But we don't know because he cut the video off before that. And once again, we're supposed to take the word of the frauditor, Eli of all people. Now I'm just letting it sink in while I'm talking, and I'm realizing what did Familia say? I didn't make any of the cuts in this. So this is the heavily edited version that Eli heavily edited. So once again, are we to assume the best from Eli? And that all the bits he cut out were just to make a shorter version of the video? And maybe it was just the dead air? Or are there significant parts of the story that he didn't want us to see? Because it paints him in a better light and makes him the hero who saved the poor girl that was tweaking out. I don't know. Again, if he genuinely was doing good, I give him credit for that. But then he blows it as soon as the ambulance shows up. Whatever little bit of goodness or credit or, whatever positive stuff that he earned in that 30 seconds, he just flushes it down the toilet as soon as the ambulance arrives. $1.99 from Phil. What's up? Thank you for reminding me you need to dance, servant. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Oh, you guys are the best. Better than all the best. And Highway Star said, don't stop. Keep up the boogie woogie. All right. Time to boogie for Highway Star. Here you go. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys are absolutely the best. Hey, Rube Maximilian says, good morning, Hez and the rest of the Rash crew from the left coast. It's Thursday. Let's all do the happy dance. All right, everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you very much. Love it. Eli videoing himself committing a crime. Yes, stop the lady. Good. But Eli lying, the keys and the money. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and I've said this before, I think just last week. These guys, when they're 24/7 job, because they always say, I'm a professional journalist, this is my job, this is what I do. When your full-time job is to be a liar, and you watch their videos and almost every word out of their mouth is a lie. And I say this all the time. This is one of the many reasons why I don't understand their audience. Because if you watch their videos and listen to the narration, it never matches because they're lying. And their fans buy the narration. Look at the video you're watching with your eyes. And see, I feel like that's why Holden McGroin has the best avatar with Alex getting his eyes forced open from Clockwork Orange. It's like, open your eyes and look and see the video. They're literally just as bad as if the video was this and the narration was saying, and then he lifted a purple die-cast vehicle that looked like a Mercedes and he held it up in front of his face. And then when he pointed it towards the camera, I saw a picture of Barack Obama dancing in a forest full of flowers. See how he's holding up that picture of Barack Obama dancing in a forest of flowers? It's in the video. You just saw it. See? I told you guys. And then the fans go, yeah, how dare he shove that Barack Obama and blah, 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 blah. Picture in people's faces. All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's literally what it's like. You see him trespassing. He said, "Oh, I wasn't trespassing. You summoned me." All right. Speak of the devil. Or Chili saying that the goal of a cop. Well, see, that's the thing. Chili is really, really, really good at this. But a lot of these guys do it. But Chili's like the master at it. Telling the audience what other people are thinking. They love telling the audience what other people are thinking. Reagan Benson is another one who's an expert at that. Point the camera in someone's face. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's thinking, boy, I can't wait to put my hands on her. Boy, I can't wait to throw her in jail and beat her with a stick. Oh, I can't wait to go home and beat my wife and kick my dog. And their fans are like, yeah, that's what they think. Yeah, that's exactly what they think. How the hell do you know what anybody's thinking? Are you freaking nuts? Well, yeah, you got to be if you believe in frauditing, right? You got to be kind of a lunatic to think that's a good idea. All right. Nikki Smallboy, don't forget to hit that like on your way out. Thank you for joining us. Yay, good morning. Happy May the 4th day. And this is the thing, like, you see all these videos where all these douche canoes are putting all this stuff together, and it's all nonsense. It's all crap. But ultimately, what does it come down to in the end? What it comes down to in the end is it's very obviously, blatantly, obviously, people who've gotten in trouble for something in the past and have decided because they're so mad that they got caught doing something, they've decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to getting revenge against the cops. It's never, ever, it's never, I did something wrong and I got caught. It's never their fault for doing something wrong. It's always the cop's fault for catching them. It's always the same story. You do something wrong, you get caught. It's not your fault that you did something wrong. It's the cop's fault that he caught you. So you're going to dedicate the rest of your life to punishing the police and anyone who has a job and everybody in the world. You get mad at the world. When I was a kid, when you got pissed at the world, what you did was you went out and you started listening to Marilyn Manson records. Or death metal. Or punk rock. You go in the mosh pit. You act like an idiot. You go home. You got a couple bruises and you had fun. And you didn't hurt anybody. I mean, that was one of the things that was great about the mosh pit. It's like, it's funny because there was a joke back in the 90s. There was a line in a Beavis and Butthead episode where Butthead was like, the cool thing about mosh pits is that you could kick someone's ass, and the only thing that they could do is kick your ass back. And it's like, that's like a crazy statement and a Butthead statement, right? But at the same time, that's kind of the thing. Like, one of the things that was great about a mosh pit is that if you had like this aggression built up in you and you were in the middle of the pit and you're just throwing punches and everyone around you is just throwing punches, and afterwards nobody hates anybody, nobody's trying to kill anybody, nobody's even trying to fight. You got all your aggression out in the pit, and afterwards you're all drinking a beer together or hanging out, having fun, enjoying. You had fun at the show. It was like, those were the kind of things you did if you were pissed at the world when I was a kid. And then, I mean, if you actually want to get into it, come the 90s, I wasn't a kid anymore in the 90s, but that's when they started, like, with the school shootings and stuff, and it started getting, that's where the first domino started to lead to where we are today. But the point is, these guys, nowadays, you get mad at the world, you become a frauditor. You become a sovereign citizen. Back then, you'd buy a microphone, scream into it, "I like you!" While your buddy grabs his guitar and says, "I'm going to piss off my parents by playing loud." And it was great because it was art. And it was an artistic way to express your anger. It was a positive way to express your anger because you're adding to society through art. And yeah, there's a lot of negative art out there. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be. Because when you have negative emotions, you want to get them out. Yeah, there's a lot of happy music and a lot of happy art, but not as much. Why? Because when you have those feelings, you're not trying to get rid of them. You might want to share them, but you're not trying to get rid of them. But when you have negative emotions, you're trying to get rid of them. You do it through your art. That's a positive. That's a net bonus to society. But these douche canoes, taking that hate, taking that anger, walking down the street and throwing it on the people they come into contact with. Taking all that anger, taking all that hate, taking that vicious, vile venom and spitting it at everyone and anyone who has the audacity to say, "Please don't film me, sir." You don't have to be a public employee. You don't have to be a cop. And still to this day, if you sit and have a conversation with any one of them, all they'll talk about is bad cops. Why? Because they'll bring up legitimate, actual, real-life examples of situations where a cop did something wrong. You can't argue against that. If the cop clearly is wrong, if they clearly did do something that they shouldn't have done, you can't argue that. That's why they bring it up. But they don't bring up what they're doing. Half the time, they don't even go, more than half the time, they're not even going after cops. Every day I see so many videos. If there is a police interaction, almost all of them do have a police interaction. Don't get me wrong. We even got Van Halen in the house. Can you believe it? Diamond Dave, what's up? Oh, yeah, they did. See, that's why they, when you say they have a feeling of power, that's why I always say the frauditors are the tyrants. 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 I always say the frauditors are the tyrants because they are the ones who want to storm around everywhere with their gimbals out. And if you're just a random person and you don't want these armies of people marching the streets with their gimbals, shoving their gimbals and cameras and filming you, you have to stay home. Don't you dare go out in public. The frauditors are the tyrants. They want everyone to just sit in their houses and hide with their windows drawn, because they'll just walk up right to the window and film through it. They don't care. They're not in your house, so that's fine. And if you have a job, oh, forget it. You're a truck driver, NC Tyrant Hunter and his crew are going to be sitting there filming you. You don't like being filmed? You're getting pepper sprayed. You don't like being filmed? You're getting sued. How dare you ask me not to film you? They're enforcing their will upon everyone else has to bow down to them because everyone else are servants. If you're a public servant, that means you're a frauditor's personal slave and you must follow his orders, his commands, his directives. And you can't be a public servant. That's an extremely important aspect of why I am referring more and more to the frauditors as the tyrants. You can't be a public servant. Even if you are, you can't be. Why? Because as soon as somebody walks in with the camera, you have to tell all your other customers to go to hell. I got to serve the guy with the camera first. I have to drop everything I'm doing and bend over backwards to kiss his ass and lick his boots because he has a camera. The frauditor's the tyrant. I don't care if there's other customers. I don't care if there's other people that need help. I asked you a question. You answer it, punk. You go get my FOIA and you fill it out for me. Because you're my servant. Excuse me, sir. I don't work here. I'm just waiting in line because I have a FOIA request that I want to fill out for some information because my husband got pulled over last week. But do you mind not filming me? How dare you tell me not to film you, pepper spray! You old bat, tell me not to film you! How dare you say that to me? The frauditors are the tyrants. Billy Yank for $5. I can argue against their historical examples because they're always talking past situations and also twisting the narrative. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. And here's your Hezokuai Happy Dance. All right. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Yeah, so these guys they're scumbags and they don't care, you know, and they're more like tyrants than the people they accuse of tyranny. They don't just go after cops anymore. If you're they go out of their way to dehumanize their victims so that they actually won't feel any guilt. If you're a cop, you're not a cop, you're a tyrant or a pig. If you have a job working for the state, you're just a public servant. And as such, you have to do whatever I say immediately when I say it. And forget all your other customers. Screw them. The guy with the camera always comes first, period, no matter what. If you have a job and you're at work and it's not a public service job, you're just like, you know, like yesterday, I was showing somebody that was auditing, what was it, Jimmy John's? NC Tyrant Hunter always auditing the trucking companies. Nasty Nathaniel always auditing the hotels. If you're just someone who has a regular job, like a 9-to-5 job, then you're a freaking slave. Public service, you're my slave. Regular job, you're a slave to the corporate system of the corporate fiction of the United States. So you don't deserve any respect either. What's up, Miss Mandy? I'm just breaking down the mentality of a frauditor. At the very top are the cops that are either tyrants or pigs. Second level is people who are public service jobs. They're the slaves to the frauditors, must follow their demands on demand and drop all other customers and all other service and help the frauditor because they have the camera. Third level is just regular people with regular jobs. They're just plain slaves and they don't deserve any respect at all because they fell for the big corporate lie. And finally are normal citizens. But normal citizens are not we the people. Normal citizens are not the people whose rights they say they're fighting for. Normal people are Karens and snowflakes and Darrens and deserve to get pepper sprayed. Unless they're a fan. Hey, I subscribe to your channel. Hey, you're a good guy. Unless you say anything other than that, you're the enemy. These guys use all these terms and phrases on purpose to sell their narrative, their false narrative, their flat out lie, and to dehumanize their victims. And they are victims. Because again, the frauditors are the tyrants. Because they enforce their will upon everyone, and everyone's supposed to either just hide in their homes because there is no expectation of privacy in public. So if you don't like me doing what I want to do, even though you don't want me to do it to you, see, their brains don't frickin' function. To them, it's about physical contact. If I'm not wrestling you down to the ground, then I'm not doing something against your will. But as soon as I tell you I do not want to be filmed, but you continue to film me, you are now doing something. You are physically engaging in an action against my will. And I brought that up to Rogue Nation once a couple weeks ago. And he said, well, what? So I'm supposed to bend it to your will? No. You're the one who's physically taking the action of filming me. If I was taking an action against you, that'd be different. But you're the one who's taking the action against me. You're the one who's doing something to me. Yes, it's only a camera. Yes, it's only filming. But it's about will. Free will. You are forcing your will against my will. That's why these people get so mad. They always say, why is everybody so upset? I'm just filming. I'm telling you why. This is the explanation right here. When somebody tells you, I don't want to be filmed, they're expressing their will. Their will is they don't want to be filmed. We're all supposed to be free. You're fighting for freedom, right? So then we all should have free will. But now you're forcing your will to film against my will not to be filmed. Now you're doing something against my will. And that's when you start breaking people's rights. That's when you start invading people. That's when you're victimizing people, when you're imposing your will upon them. That's the freaking definition of it. Greg Jonick for $2. Tay's News Now Voodoo and give the entry away. Yes! Now you're talking. This is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. First, the happy dance. All right. Thank you. And now a good old tasing. All right. Thank you, Greg, for the $2.
Okay, Greg. Okay, now I'm gonna get tased, and it's all your fault, Greg. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get you, boy. When I get out of here again, you watch out. You and Blackheart Knight, you're both going down. Wait,
Thank you very much. Hello, Logan Sandman. What's up? Hey, we got Frauditor Follies memberships given away by Chris Kelling. All right. That's going to get him a happy dance as well. All right. Thank you very much. Double trouble. Damn crows. It won't leave. I got your stuff right here, I Kiss. I got your email. You're all set. So the only one I'm still looking for, okay, I got to tell you guys a funny story, actually. I got to tell you guys a funny story. And maybe you could help me figure this out in the meantime, but all right. So the only address I don't have for the winners of this month's raffle at this point is Paul Rumor Frazier. Well, thanks to my network of awesome people, I found him on Instagram. So I sent him a direct message on Instagram, the Instagram version of a direct message, whatever. I don't know this stuff. And you know how you get these like emails or phone calls saying, "Hey, you won a contest. Just give us blah 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 information," and it's a scam, and you know it's a scam, right? So now I'm trying to picture in my head him all of a sudden getting a message from somebody saying, "Hey, you won a contest. Give me your address." Now that's not literally what I wrote, but the reason why I'm saying that he might be thinking that somebody's trying to rip him off is because when I sent him the message, I didn't realize that my computer, apparently the last person ever to sign on to Instagram on this was my daughter. So it defaulted to her account. I didn't realize this at first. So he got a message from my daughter's account. And oh my goodness gracious me. Her screen name, I don't know nothing about this, okay? And in fact, in a way, I'm kind of glad it happened because I got to like go and see but I mean, she's 18 now, so I guess it doesn't matter. But her name is Queen O Trash. So imagine you get a message out of the blue from Queen O Trash saying, "You just won a prize. Give me your address," basically. So now we've got to find him and let him know that that was me. And I accidentally sent him a message from the wrong account. What's up, Society Red? Thank you. And so, Diamond Dave says, "Yes, that's epic. Yes." Yeah, it's an amazing situation. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but hopefully he'll get you guys will help me get the word out so that he'll find out that this is legit, that he actually did win a copy of my book and that it's not some kind of weird scam. The sun's coming out. I'm going to turn the big light off, and that also always makes the backlight look cooler. I don't know. I said, see, I can't wait. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be, but eventually, when I get finished up doing what I got to take care of down here, once and for all, I could get back into my regular studio and I'll be able to like redo the whole thing, and it'll be awesome, and that light will be like such a cool thing. And right now, it's like if I move my head the wrong way, you won't even be able to see it. But it's taking time. It's taking time. It's building up. Frauditor Wrangler's in the house. What's up, Wrangler? All right. So now that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, my wonderful, beautiful Saturday night co-host, Cupcake from the Frauditor News Network. She's got a new video out, so let's check out the new Frauditor News Network video together, shall we? All right. This is called Frauditor Fail When Denied Service and Does the Walk of Shame. All right.
Is the dimension of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is brought to you by East Coast Audit, who goes to a post office in Youngwood, Pennsylvania. I know, a post office, which happens to be the go-to place when they realize that creeping on women in private businesses will get them in trouble, and they have no imagination to go anywhere else. Anyway, in today's video, Nick goes to a post office, but is refused service to buy a single stamp. He then waits for the police to show up to get some better content, but after 20 minutes, he gets bored and does the walk of shame out the door here in the Frauditor Zone.
United States Post Office in Youngwood, Pennsylvania. 15697 is the zip code.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I have to I have to acknowledge this right here. $4.99 from Phil. Thank you. Ask News Now Voodoo if he's proud of himself for getting an innocent voodoo doll tased. Mistakes may have been made by me, but it's all his fault. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. And here's your happy dance. All right. Yes, yes. Actually, there is a slight addendum. It's not a new chapter, but it's a slight addendum to the previous chapter of the News Now Voodoo saga, because last night I was on, I think it was Frauditor Wrangler's stream, and I went to go to the bathroom, and I come back, News Now Voodoo took over. And he was sitting at, screaming at Jeremiah, taking his side. Acting like an idiot. I had to smack him around a little bit and get him out of there. Apparently, he saw me coming and ran away. I don't know what happened, but he's a little punk, that News Now Voodoo. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Morning, Lisa White. Good to see you. And Leland Squirrels, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Hello.
So we're
And there's no enemy if
not
you're here.
in
Hello.
Allegheny County. With that said, let's get right on into it.
He just had to pause to creepily stare at that woman first. Oh well, I guess old habits die hard. At least he didn't zoom in on this one.
Now let's go take a walk around the building real quick before we come back out front. The property lines here are kind of odd, the way it looks, because everything's surrounded by homes.
What the heck just happened? He was walking around the building, boring people about his lack of knowledge on property lines, and then, bam, here we are creeping on that woman again, and he puts up text how she noticed him. I think this pervert not only enjoys creeping on women, but getting caught doing it. Nick, I don't kink shame, but come on. At least edit out your creepy stalking of women and keep it somewhere hidden on your hard drive for when you get home and you're alone. This is not the place, and this is not appropriate. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back once again and think about the stupidity of frauditors. First of all, Poster 7, here's what I'm thinking. I honestly think this would be highly illegal. So I am not recommending anyone do this. But I've been thinking about it. And again, I think it'd be illegal. So I'm not recommending anyone do it. But I think it would be brilliant if all of a sudden there was this huge wave of random people. Lord knows where they might come from. I have no idea. It would be insane. It would be beautiful if all of a sudden there was this huge surge of random people who happen to have a straight edge, not like a knife edge, just like a ruler, a small little thing like that's straight, and a highlighter pen in their pocket, just going to all the post offices and highlighting the line that says, unless prohibited by local installation head or authorized personnel. So that every time a frauditor walks into a post office and goes to film that paragraph, that line will be highlighted. Because throngs of random people started going to post offices and highlighting that line. I think that would be a great movement. Again, I'm not recommending it because I don't think it would be legal because that's a federal document. But it would be beautiful if all of a sudden, every time a frauditor goes in a post office, that line is highlighted on poster 7. They can't hide it now. Part 2. So, what happens? Lady walks in, walks right past him. He's in the lobby. And she ignores him. He's like, see? Why don't they just ignore me? Then what does he do? He immediately starts literally violating the rules of the post office and filming the transactions. And maybe he's not zooming in on the little machine where the lady's about to type in her PIN code, but it sure looks like he is. Maybe that specifically isn't what he's zooming in on, but he could take that footage home and look at it and see it. Literally, and I've said this before, if for anyone who doesn't know, actually, this is serious, like to understand. Poster 7 is a summary of the rules and regulations of the post office. Because if they literally posted the rules and regulations, it's this big, thick document. How are they going to post that on the wall? Be tearing through pages of it. So they had to summarize it. That's poster 7. But if you actually read the rules, that specific section of the rules, which literally is almost word for word the same thing as the big memo that they keep talking about when the cops come. Didn't you get the memo? Didn't you read the memo that says that we're allowed to film? The memo says almost literally the same thing that poster 7 says, except it elaborates. It explains even more what you're not supposed to do, which, and this is the important part, if you actually read the full rules and regulations, it explains specifically what you're not allowed to film is this: the transactions. That's literally what is the problem, is filming the transactions. That's why when he was in the lobby, oh, everyone's ignoring me and it's all good, but then I walk in here, now it's a problem? Yeah, because now you're filming behind the counter. Now you're filming transactions. Technically, when you look at the rules, filming transactions is the problem. That's why when News Now Voodoo went to the post office and filmed in the lobby, and the only desk he went to was one that was closed, well, he got tased for it, but when I was there filming it, I didn't get in trouble because I didn't film transactions. Plus, I talk to people. And that's another problem with these douche canoes. There are so many situations. I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos where these people walk into these buildings, and if they would just ask, hey, you mind if I look around? They'd be totally cool with it. But they cannot ask. They can't do it. It's like well, we know there's something wrong in their brain, but it's like there's something wrong in their brain that does not allow them to say, do you mind if I film? There are so many situations where the answer would be, sure, go ahead. But because they just can't ask. Oh, would you like to talk to the dude to get permission? No! I can do it just because I want to. Well, then screw you. Get the hell out of here, you douche canoe. You trespassed. Bugger off, you bunghole.
What is that?
Oh, this is a fun.
Okay, real quick, before we get into this interaction. What's up, Big West? Before we get into this interaction, the text he put on the screen. The customers have no problem with me filming their transactions or their credit card interactions or this and that until the postmaster comes out. Number one, how the hell does he know? He was in the one room, they were in the other room, he was filming through the glass. How does he know that the lady he was filming didn't say to the cashier, hey, there's some asshole filming me out there. I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable. He doesn't know that, but he states it like they always do. They talk to their audience to build a false narrative. He states as a fact that he knows exactly what every single person in that room was thinking. He states for a fact what the people in the other room were thinking. Nobody had a problem with me being here. How the hell does he know that? How could he possibly know that? Until the postmaster comes out. Right, the person that poster 7 specifically says can ask you to stop filming. That's who the postmaster is. Read poster 7, douche canoe. Not just the first sentence that says you're allowed to film. Keep going. You're allowed to film unless the postmaster asks you not to. Now here comes the postmaster. Oh, and all of a sudden she's big Karen. No, you're a big tyrant ass crack. Douche canoe. Butterbrain. Douche canoe. Bunghole. Sandwich. Looking mug. What's up in On One News? Big West. I think I said hi, Florida Jim. What's up?
You can't video in here. This is federal property.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Can you go ahead and take that out of here, though? You can't video that in here at all.
Your rules are right there.
I know. But you can't have that videoing in here. It's federal property.
I know, but that says you can.
No, creepy Nick, you are incorrect. Federal property is federal property. You creepy weirdo. You do not own federal property. If you did pay taxes, that doesn't mean you have any ownership of the building or any ability to make decisions about the building. Federal property is owned by the government, not you. Furthermore, post offices are not funded by the government. They're funded by sales of stamps and other items. In addition, if we pretend that taxpayers did own federal property and were able to make decisions about it, that would mean the majority of taxpayers would get that right, not a single creepy stalker. Most people don't want to be filmed, and most people don't like frauditors. So if we give the taxpayers the ability to dictate what can happen in a federal building, the majority would want you removed and sent back to your mommy's basement with a plethora of blow-up dolls. So anyway you look at this, you are wrong. Creepy, weird, and wrong.
And that's the rules.
No, I'm sorry. I'm the postmaster.
Yeah, it says rules and regulation governing conduct on postal property, and then it has
No,
photographs.
you cannot put any type of video or camera inside of a post office.
That's not true.
Okay, it is. Can you please go ahead and leave?
No, because that's not true.
Okay,
And I
then I'm
have
gonna call
business
the
here
police.
anyway. I have business here, so.
Business here, what do you mean?
I have two different types of businesses. I really don't want to get into it, but I
Okay,
do
sir,
have
I'm
business
asking you
here.
to please leave the property.
Why are you asking me to leave? There's no disturbance. I'm being peaceful.
Do not be
There's no
videoing
reason
me
to
because you
leave.
don't have my permission to video me.
There, you don't need permission to be
You
videoed.
do.
No, you don't.
do.
No,
This
you
is federal property.
No, you
All
don't.
right, I'll go ahead and call the police.
Okay, call the police. Oh, man. Here we go. I didn't even get to go in and buy a stamp.
Well, now you have extra money to save up to one day buy yourself a clue. That should make you happy because you are definitely clueless and need every clue that you can get.
So where's the popo at?
They're coming. You need to leave my property.
Well, I need to buy a stamp.
You need to put that down. You do not have.
It's for my safety.
You cannot step on federal property and film federal employees without permission.
That's not
Please
true.
leave the building.
That's not true. All
It is
I'm
true.
here to
I
buy
need
a
you to leave the
stamp
building.
and exercise my right. That's all I'm doing.
Leave the building.
I need to buy a stamp.
I need you to leave the building.
I need to buy a stamp.
Okay, I need you. You are not.
You are a public servant. I'm not.
Why, thank you. I need
Exactly.
you to leave the building.
So you're going to refuse
There's the you're
service to the
misled.
public because of a cell phone? Makes so much sense, man. What do you mean that's more than a cell phone?
It's more than a cell phone.
How? It's an S22
Leave your
Ultra.
property.
I need to buy a stamp.
I
That's
need
all I
Go
want.
buy a stamp
And you're
somewhere.
sitting here escalating stuff. All I want is a stamp, and I'm out of here.
I need you to leave.
I've been waiting on the calls for 25 minutes and they haven't
That's
came.
funny because I didn't call them 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, you definitely did. Oh, man. Try to come in and purchase something. This is how you treat it. So you guys know,
You didn't come in there to
Youngwood,
purchase something,
PA,
you came in there to cause a
post office.
problem.
Make sure you leave your reviews, emails, phone calls.
Oh,
to this
let's
place,
call flood these
'cause I'm not
people.
going to
Yes.
sit around here and wait for somebody that's not going to show up.
You're not there waiting for the cops. You're there to be a
They're
douche.
not even going to show up because they know that what I'm doing is allowed.
What's the matter, you spider? You don't like the fact that your slave didn't come to your beck and call and bend over backwards to lick your boots and follow your directives?
If it's federal property, how was I allowed in the FBI building to film?
Okay, sir, I have no.
That's the FBI. This is the post office. Believe me, I'm allowed to film there.
I highly doubt it.
Okay, the rules are on your wall.
It also, there's rules on the wall. You are not to be filming inside of a federal.
No, it says if I want to take other photographs, which means behind the counter and restricted areas, I would need permission from the Postmaster General.
You are filming behind the counter.
Wrong. You're wrong.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
But I'm not in any of the private areas. I'm in the common areas, the lobbies. There's nobody in here.
There's no reason for you to be in here.
All I want is a stamp. You still haven't even done that.
I have told you several times to leave the premises and you refuse.
So I come in here for a stamp and just automatically, this isn't private property. You're wasting my time.
Oh, please, you have nothing else to do except stalk women and hit on your blow-up dolls. If someone can waste your time, it's a good thing.
And you're wasting your employer's money that they pay you by sitting around behind the counter and not doing nothing when somebody wants a stamp.
Oh, burn, you really told her. You must be so proud of yourself.
Oh, guys, here it is. I'm going to get out of here. Just so you all know, Youngwood, PA Post Office. I will make sure to put the address and everything in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe. You saw the Postmaster General's face. You saw all the employees' faces, and you saw that the police did not show up. So I'm going to get on out of here. Total fail on their part. No wonder why their reviews are horrible.
Total fail on your part.
So
fail at being a human.
Yeah, this is your this is your post office, folks, because of a camera. But it's okay if they have them on us. But yeah, if it's on us, if it's on them.
Yes.
Story. See, she did not succeed in having the police show up because the police know that what I'm doing is completely and utterly illegal. So, once more, guys, this is East Coast Audit at the United States Post Office in Youngwood, PA. Zip code 15697. I'm not sure which street we're on, but this is your post office.
If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It's now time to cool down from the Frauditor zone. The link to the cool down video is right above, and the link to my entire new cool down channel is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it and hit the like button. Good night.
All right. It's always great to watch a good new Frauditor News Network video. Love it. Love her stuff. Fantastic. Great stuff there. So anyway, yes, that's another perfect example of why these guys are idiots. Like, and they never learn. That's the other thing that's insane is how they don't learn. I don't think they want to learn, to be honest, because like you hear them have conversations about these subjects, and if they even are willing to have the discussion, it's like they're either in an echo chamber where they say Poster 7 says I could do it, and then everyone else is like, Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah. Or they just won't listen. Yeah, Postal 7 does this. No, it doesn't. Yeah, but no, look, the words say this. Yeah, but that's not what they mean. Okay, wait a minute. So the you're allowed to film means you're allowed to film. But all the other words have alternate meanings and double meanings. Only that one sentence doesn't have double meanings, the one that supports your narrative. Oh man. Yeah, she's been on the fence with that for a while. Basically what happened was she decided ultimately that enough people didn't, because she was looking at her analytics and she noticed that the cooldown segments, the last 5 minutes, like if you when you look at the analytics of a video, they actually will show you a line graph, and her graph would always be like this until the cooldown segment, and then it would just drop. So that's why she decided to make the cooldown segments their own thing. The people who do like them can watch them on that channel, and then because nobody was watching them anyway. The word record has 3 definitions. Yes, different words have different definitions. Yes, that is true. But except where prohibited by authorized personnel or your local postmaster, when the local postmaster says don't do it, I think that counts as authorized personnel. So he successfully fraudited the FBI. Funny how frauditors make claims but never post it. Well, and also, I have seen videos of frauditors frauditing FBI buildings, and it's always, everyone I've seen, it's always they're outside the building, and when people talk to them, they give them the double talk, because that's what they do. They give people the double talk, because that's what all con men do, until they're just like, okay, obviously this idiot is just a waste of time, and they monkey shame. I hate that. I really hate that. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because every time that a police officer or a city worker or a state worker or anybody that they're auditing, even the general public, decides to just leave them alone and let them do what they want to do. What's up, Tommy Knocker? Anytime anyone decides to disengage and just let the frauditor fraud it alone, that should be, yay! That's a pass! They didn't violate my rights. They decided to disengage and leave. Yay! You should be celebrating that. But no. It's they're doing the walk of shame. Ha 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 ha. I've said this before, and I'll say this again too. All right, you talk about just do a search on YouTube for ID refusal videos. You'll see hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. So where are all these cops that are physically using force to violate people's rights by ripping their IDs out of their pockets? When there's hundreds of ID refusal videos, how does even one exist if the cops are forcing people to give up their IDs? How could there even be one ID refusal video? If there's an ID refusal video, especially if it ends with the cops doing the monkey shame, what does that mean? One, they didn't get your ID. So they never violated your rights by forcing you to give ID. They never got it. 2, if you're saying walk of shame, they didn't violate your right to speak. You're still talking. You're talking to your audience. You're telling them, look at this cop do the walk of shame. He didn't give me an ID. 3, if you're filming him doing the walk of shame, you're still filming. So he didn't get your ID. He didn't get you to stop filming. He didn't get you to stop talking. What did he do wrong? Ask you a couple questions? Investigate the call? Oh, no, we don't want them to do their job. If that is, those are the 3 things. They didn't do any of those. That should be a huge pass. That should be a great yippee. They should be celebrating. Leland, see, I got her on. She's on my side now. The frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. Frauditors are the tyrants. Frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. The frauditors are the tyrants. The tyranny is coming from the frauditors. The frauditors are the tyrants. They're the ones who use tyranny to force their will upon everyone. If you don't do what they say when they say it, you're a bum. Go hide in your basement with the windows closed, because there is no privacy in public. And you better lick his toes, because he's got a camera. And everyone has to do what he says when he says it, or get pepper sprayed. Because the frauditors are the damn tyrants. Ladies and gentlemen, Reagan goes on a racist rant, then admits to intent to take money from her charity, allegedly by Frauditor Wrangler. And coming up right now on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, featuring Hezokuai in the morning. Rise and shine with Hezokuai, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with some Frauditor Wrangler. Yay, Frauditor Wrangler.
Video for the day because of, you know, everybody knowing what today is and the reasons behind it. And because we're going to have such a mega huge blowout tonight and the preparation that's going into that, I'm only going to be able to do this one video. Now, everybody remembers the one we did last week where Reagan decided she, you know, apparently she was allowed out of her hug me coat and she went out into the world without supervision. And she went on a little tirade raising hell with Allied security at the, I want to say it's the Inglewood City Hall in Inglewood, Colorado. And then she just, you know, just went on a tirade. She got pissed off because the Allied security guards, who I think have always conducted themselves with the utmost professionalism, especially considering the insanity they're having to deal with these clowns. But she decides to go back. And this time she's brought her little, you know, her little puppy, DMA. And I didn't see Sweaty T, and I'm pretty sure with that ass she's got, we'd see her long before we saw her face. So having said that, she's going to start off on her normal tirade of just, oh, look, there's people with a job and I don't want to do what they tell me to do. So I'm just going to go make their lives hell. And yes, she will be going off on a quasi-racist tirade against the African-American Allied officers who, like I said, I thought just acted with the utmost discretion. Now, her video from her live is over 2 hours long. And of course, I would never, ever subject you all to that. I love y'all way too much for that. So let's delve into the insanity. I hope you've got a drink, some form of something, because this is just unpleasant.
You guys, where's your supervisor? She went home, so you have no supervisor here tonight? So you have a supervisor here tonight? Not here.
There has to be.
Well, they just rely on the cops to try to be their supervisor. So that's why they got the cop in there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's the reason that they have the cops in there, is to be their supervisors. Yeah, I'm sure it has absolutely nothing to do with a possible escaped mental patient running around acting like a clown with her little puppies.
Allied does blow 9 out of 10 times.
That's kind of, hypocrisy. Thy name is Reagan. You're saying they blow 9 out of 10 times. You act like we don't know how you pay for your Thorazine drip.
Hey, Amanda, thanks for being in here tonight.
What do you all think? Do you think Amanda is an actual person, or is Amanda the name of one of her personalities?
You know, if you would have been a real man, you would have had your woman, you would have checked me. Talking about, what if I would have told your sister that? Meet me outside. What would you do? Checked who? I wasn't even around.
He was not around at the time he said that. He wasn't.
And now, because they're so desperate for attention and they want to take their shit out on a guy that actually has a job, they're accusing him of not taking up for our favorite crazy person, alleged, and he wasn't even there. He doesn't even know anything that went down, but it's still his fault because they like to go guilt by association, which if we turned that around, think about it. Every one of these little idiots would all be lumped in the same category with freaking direct D. But I digress.
But he was around. Look at him giggling, coming out giggling. This gun carrier, giggling. This one's a little bitch right here. Watch him. Look at him. Yep. On his phone.
Aren't you one?
Oh, he's the guy who's outside smoking and all that. Okay.
Oh my God, he took a break.
Professional.
You're all the ones hiding behind cameras and shit.
Oh!
We're right here. We're right here. We were hiding behind cameras. We wouldn't be
This
here.
is Allied Universal's finest right here. Look how professional they are, guys. See, I don't have to be professional because I'm not in my
That's right.
capacity.
You're not in any capacity. What are you saying? You don't have to be professional because you're not in your official capacity? What capacity? As a convicted criminal? As a reporter? As a blogger? A YouTuber? What is your official capacity there, sweaty tees victim?
You are, right?
That's right.
So you're paid with tax dollars. You have to be professional.
How am I not
And that you're sitting there telling us we're hiding behind a camera. You think that's professional?
You damn straight.
That's professional right there.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Oh, you're.
Oh yeah,
cussing.
shit. Here we go again with the shit.
That's professional, huh?
Shit, bro. Shit.
I know freaking Karen Benson is not complaining about somebody else using 4-letter grown-up words. I mean, really? Jesus Christ. Hypocrisy. Thy name is Reagan.
You just don't fucking get it, do you? You don't fucking get it. You don't fucking. You still don't fucking get it, you fucking clown.
That's so disrespectful.
That shit, all that shit, bro. All that shit, like, meet me outside when I'm out of my uniform. horn. That's disrespectful, bro. Shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Go back in your fucking closet and stay in there.
You're right, Master. I got you. I'm so sorry, Master.
Yeah, that's right. Kick rocks, bud.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Master.
Kick rocks.
Oh, you need reparations now? You need reparations for
All right, we're going to go back and listen to that again because I really cannot believe that I just heard that.
fucking closet and stay in there.
You're right, Master. I got you. I'm so sorry, Master.
Yeah, that's right. Kick rocks, bud.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Master.
Kick rocks.
Oh, you need reparations now? You need reparations for being a fucking thug? You need reparations for being a thug?
Good night, Irene. There you go, boys and girls. You heard it out of her mouth. I don't care what personality she is today. Y'all heard it out of her.
He does that all the time. And it's a crazy, like, and the way the security guard was talking just now, right? Like, oh, come on. I'm sorry, Massa. I'm sorry, Massa. That goes right back to what I'm always saying. They treat these people like slaves. That's what they do. Right? That's why, like he's saying, or she, whatever, the security guard is saying, I'm sorry, Massa. I'm sorry. Because it's like, oh, you treat me like a slave. I'm supposed to do what you say when you say it because you said it. That's how these frauditors act. That's why I say the frauditors are the tyrants. Because they expect everyone to bend over backwards to do whatever the person with the camera demands immediately upon demand. And if you don't, then you fail the audit. And even if you do, you still fail the audit. The only way to pass an audit is when they film you to say, hey, I watch your channel. I'm subscribed. You don't say that. That's a fail.
Her mouth. Apparently, Reagan Benson, who likes to file bankruptcy every chance she gets, who apparently, allegedly, is running a scam where she claims to be running a charity for homeless people, and it's her charity. Well, here's the problem. Last I checked, in order to have a damn license for a nonprofit organization, you actually have to withstand certain scrutiny, like a freaking credit check. And her credit is just like maybe 1 point north of Jarametha and Sam Squatches. Damn.
What's going on? Come on, Wrangler. What are you doing to me, man? There we go. Sam Squanch.
To the flag of the United States of America.
Yes. Let me tell you something. Lisa White, that is a good point. That's one of the things about Reagan Benson that really, 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 really grinded my gears a few weeks ago when she was it last month? It was one of the Sheridan Town Hall meetings. And I couldn't believe the audacity because she shows up at the town hall meeting and like, she's like, you guys need to fire the new police chief. Now, for anyone who doesn't actually know, before we get back into this, because this is the new town that she's going after, but when they were going after Sheridan, for anyone who doesn't know the full, I'm not going to get into the full story behind the Sheridan thing, but just in case you don't know the basics of it, is that Sheridan, Colorado actually was the #1 highest crime area in Colorado. It was horrible. So they hired a new police chief, and he brought those numbers way down. He cleaned that city up. The people who live there love the guy. That's why so many people were showing up once Reagan and DMA made it clear that they were going to show up every week going against him. More and more people started showing up going against DMA and Karen, Reagan, whatever, the whole crew. Because the people of that town love this guy because they're not afraid to walk down the street anymore. Ever since this guy took over as the new police chief, But one of the things that he did was he installed or instituted a thing where they have a van with a camera on it that could read license plates and has a radar detector. So if somebody's speeding as they drive past the van, it could take the picture and send them a citation. So DMA and Reagan and Sweet Tea and all of them made it their job to stand in front of that van and block the camera. And that's how the whole trouble with Sheridan started with them. So because he did that, because he instituted that, Reagan goes to a town hall meeting, starts screaming and swearing at all the members of the city council, telling them you need to fire the new police chief. A week or two, a month later, whenever, they went to every Sheridan town hall meeting for several months. They went to every one. So the next meeting after that, Reagan Benson, a random harpy, loudmouth frauditor who showed up at the last town hall meeting and talked a bunch of crazy nonsense about the frickin' hero who's saving the city, how he should be fired because he put up a speed trap. A month later, she shows up to the next town hall meeting, and the first words out of their mouth is, "I thought I told you to fire him. How dare you public servants not do what I told you to do? I told you to fire him. Why is he still here?" So Reagan Benson's the god of the universe now? She says fire him, then he gets fired. The Frauditors are the tyrants. They tell you what to do, and you better do it.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, wow. Wasn't that cute? You know, I don't know what their deal is. I don't know why they keep going to all these other city halls in towns they don't live in. They keep going and giving city council members shit during their sessions only because their only motivation that they do this is because they can. You know, I can walk over and piss in the corner in my dining room in the house, but you know what? That doesn't mean that one should. I don't know really why they are giving so much hell to the city council, considering that there's nothing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick. I'm sorry. I have to address something real quick. All right. You see this comment on the screen? I just read it. And now I'm going to have to go barf for a few hours. So I'm going to let this video play out while I'm puking, thinking about what this comment says.
The city council is going to vote on or enact that would affect them where they live. They don't live in Inglewood or Sheridan. These are just places they want to go and create click view for garbage. And Reagan is just, she's got to go away.
Hell no. The dude's a hero. Everyone in the town loves him.
I did. Good evening, Mayor, Sierra, members of City Council. My name is Reagan Benson. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak this evening. You're on. I want to get right to the point. I do think you have an approachable city manager, Mr. Lewis. And had we been able to resolve this issue, I wouldn't be here tonight on the topic of malicious prosecution.
All right, I see where she's going with this. She's going to jump on the city council because she's being prosecuted for, well, she's at least being investigated. She says that she's being maliciously prosecuted. However, she is being investigated by the Colorado Bar and I believe some form of a municipal investigation.
It was for practicing law without a license.
And saying, yeah, I did that. Okay, thank you for correcting my ignorance of the law. I will.
Oh, Wrangler, man, you can't post a video that's that choppy, man. You gotta fix that next time, dude.
I'm gonna go take it out on a bunch of people that don't have anything to do with it. And on top of that, she even starts off lying, saying, if this wasn't if this was being done the way I wanted it, I wouldn't be here. Show of hands in the comments how many people actually believe that. I'm thinking it's going to be none.
It appears it is out of Mr. Lewis's authority since the topic of my malicious prosecution is coming out of your city attorney's office.
No, they did not.
As the executive director of my own nonprofit,
Nicky, small boy, they did not fire him. He's a freaking hero. They love him in Sheridan.
That focus out of your city attorney's office. In my work as the executive director of my own nonprofit, Helping Hands for Dignity Coalition, a recognized 501c3 in the state of Colorado.
Yeah, I thought that maybe I was imagining that, but she's already said that she owns or controls a nonprofit 501c3. And when you go look,
Wrangler, I love you, man.
and you'll find one that me and him did together on a live stream where we went over all her bankruptcy garbage.
That focuses on direct street outreach with the homeless community. I'm often venturing into the Inglewood municipal courts to assist my clients in clearing warrants. I provide transportation for court hearings and assist them in compliance with sentencing conditions imposed by the courts. Inglewood is notorious for criminalizing homelessness. In many cases, this freezes my work. It makes it impossible for me to continue to help my clients reach attainable.
She just said that because of the city ordinances, that it makes her work with her clients impossible. Allow me to translate. She's saying that because the city is trying to keep certain things clean and trying to get people help and off the street, it's interfering with her scam or her grift. I'll tell you what, her, Sweaty T, and DMA, they need to go fraud it a damn fashion coach.
Therefore, first and foremost, in the interest of justice, I provide the resources your city is unwilling to provide by ensuring my clients can first off get to court, and secondly, have the appropriate advocate at their side to remind them that they do in fact have rights. This is called speech and
Now, Regan, answer me this one. Are you legally permitted to be a legal advocate for another person? Inquiring minds won't know.
Too many in government absolutely despise honest speech, and in too many notable occurrences, government works overtime by abusing its power to silence people it cannot stand to listen to. Inglewood knows about this. Inglewood has been sued over this very issue of free speech. And again, that's what is occurring here in Inglewood through your city attorney's office with a specific employee you just hired last September by the name of Ian Griffin. Ian's taxpayer-supported title and salary is city prosecutor at the rate of $41.90 an hour. That's a cheap attorney. That's a heck of a bargain for the going rates of attorney.
Well, how much are you charging?
One might be positioned to think you've hired an attorney that's a poor performer in the private sector. It makes me laugh while simultaneously being aggravated because the attorney that I'm having to hire to take on your $42 an hour attorney is worth $500 to $1,000 an hour. Why am I having to do?
Is she saying that her attorneys are charging her hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour? Wow, she probably shouldn't have left that Thorazine drip in the car.
Yes, your $42 an hour attorney, city employee, in his official taxpayer-supported position, is accusing me, a private citizen, of the unauthorized practice of law, and apparently here in the city of Inglewood, you all have rearranged your city charter and allowed your city employees to pursue this type of litigation without any legal advice. It is in fact litigation with a private citizen at the highest level of court in our state. This allegation will be investigated by the Attorney Regulation Council at the Colorado Supreme Court level with the possibility of sanctions. And this is a very serious allegation, and I am, of course, going to hire the very best legal counsel. Listen carefully. That will, in fact, work on my behalf to file a claim against the city for allowing these actions. How will my...
You mean you're going to file a lawsuit claiming that the city is somehow liable for civil damages because they're investigating you of a crime? And even though they didn't have to, they gave you all the info and evidence that they will be using before the investigation was even concluded. So if anything, Reagan, Harpy, Succubus, Banshee, whatever your other known alias is, they did for you what 99.9% of any other legal jurisdiction would do. And they were not obligated by the Sixth Amendment to give you any information before the case was concluded or the investigation concluded and appropriate charges filed. Christ, I feel so sorry for your husband.
Should be paid by my nonprofit that relies solely on private donations to support the good work that I do. My donor...
Translation. If y'all don't stop these charges, I'm going to take money out of the charity that I'm not supposed to be in charge of, and I will use that to pay my attorney's fees for my personal misconduct. I'm not a lawyer, but I have a lot of legal lawyer attorney supporters, and I'm pretty sure that would that not be embezzlement and fraud? Because if it's a 501c3 charity, I'm pretty sure that she would not be allowed to use funds from that charity or donations from that charity meant to help homeless people to pay for her legal defense for something she did that was not in her alleged capacity as head of a charity that legally she can't be head of.
On top of all of that, the one thing that I wanted to point out is she's complaining that the city attorney is paid $41 an hour. And that's so cheap, and how horrible and terrible and rotten it is that they would hire such a cheapo attorney. We're talking about Reagan Benson. What do you think she would say if, when she FOIA'd their salaries, it said he was making $100,000 a year? You think she'd say congratulations on getting a good attorney? Or you think she'd bitch and moan and complain about them wasting city dollars? You think she'd bitch and moan and complain about their spending too much taxpayer money? He's only $41 an hour. How could you guys hire such a cheapo attorney? I guarantee you, if he was an expensive attorney, oh, you guys are wasting all the taxpayers' money, spending $100,000 a year just on your city attorney. Oh, you guys are wasting money. You're flushing it down the toilet.
are not happy. My donors are not happy knowing that monetary resources earmarked for direct street outreach now have to be shifted and used for attorney's fees. In this insanely ridiculous attempt to silence my speech and derail the very important work that I do. City council that I do.
That's because Breakfast with Hezokuai is awesome. But I don't know what Frauditor Wrangler's doing. Come on, buddy.
Ian Griffin
Come on,
representing the city
Come
of
on, let's
Inglewood
go.
in an attempt to have me sanctioned by the Colorado Supreme Court for the heinous act of free speech. Did you come out of executive session and vote to pursue this type of litigation against me? I don't think you did. But I do intend to continue to use due process through the city clerk's office and open records requests. I will be making a lot of visits to Inglewood. I don't enjoy being here. I'm going to be really honest with you. It's crucial to the important work that I do.
I am going to call bullshit on that. She doesn't want to be there.
This is what she does.
She doesn't want to be there. Well, how else is she going to damn create a live stream to peddle to the masses of her losing her ever-loving mind?
With my clients, and which, by the way, I want you to know you have an outstanding city clerk staff. They're responsive, professional, thorough. It's appreciated. You know what else is appreciated in your city government? The fact that so far no one in Inglewood appears to be as foolish as city council members in Sheridan. Woohoo!
Okay, guys, I think we're going to have to break this up into parts because I just can't do it. And I love you guys way too much to make you have to listen to 2 straight live hours of Reagan effing Benson. This is Wrangler. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tonight at the birthday party.
All right. That was the Frauditor Wrangler video, and I was at that party he's talking about, the birthday party stream. It was a fun time. If you guys want to go check that out later on Frauditor Wrangler's channel. It was me, Doc Danger. Well, I showed up at one point, but Doc Danger was there, Frauditor Wrangler, bunch of people, Corrections 101, who is going to be my guest on this Saturday's Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network Saturday Night Snafu Show. Ladies and gentlemen, $20 bomb from Shane Heinzman. Shane Heinzman. All right. Do you have any more happy music? I can request a voodoo happy dance in favor of Reagan and DMA. You know what? He'll be happy to do that instead of getting stabbed for one.
Wow. Thank you. I'm so used to everyone wanting to see me get tased. I'm kind of honored that you want to see me dance. Hez, will you get this taser out of my face? Thank you. Damn hippie. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Heinz man. I hope you don't actually work for the Heinz Corporation. If you do, you can PayPal me a couple million. I'll be all right. Anyway, thank you very much. The dance. Let me see. How do you do the dance again, Hez? Oh, okay. All right. Here, this is special just for you. Here you go, buddy. All right. Y'all know I'm the pimp. So we're gonna get funky like a monkey right now. All right, check it out. Wait, that's the wrong. Hez, why'd you put on the wrong song? Put on the right song, man. Let me go. All right, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do this. Relax, hold on. I gotta practice. All right. Let's go. Come on, Hez, hit it. Come on, Hez, hit it. What are you doing, man? Seriously. You're making me look like an idiot.
Awesome.
Stop it, Hez. Come on. Do it for real this time. All right. For real this time. Let's go. All right. That was fun. Now I know why Hezokuai likes doing that so much. That was great. Thank you, Mr. Heinz Tomato Ketchup wait, what was your name again? Heinz Man. The man with the plan from Afghanistan. I'm Slick Rick. Wait, no. That's what? Anyway, at least I got out of this without getting. No! Why?
Sorry, he earned it from last night when he broke in to the show I was just talking about. The Frauditor Wrangler birthday stream. He took over while I was gone and tried to take over my channel and put his name up there on the screen, and he deserves a good beating after that, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, come here, boy. All right. Oh! Put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. I put the lime in the coconut and mix it both together. Hey, what you gonna do? For heaven's sake, I said, what you gonna do when you got a tummy ache? You gonna put the lime in the coconut and mix them both up. News Now video needs to be tased. That's right. See, Blackheart Knight knows what he's talking about. Voodoo happy dance. Either put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up, or understand that no rider drive a little slower. Low rider is a real goer. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, take a little trip with me. I put your left foot in, I put your left foot out, I put your left foot in, and then I shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, then I stab you with a spoon. That's what it's all about. Who's the nut with a puppet? I don't know, man. Ain't no puppets around here. This is a frauditor who's on house arrest. That's his ankle monitor here, so he can't leave. But this is News Now Voodoo. See, there's his fake press pass, his handcuffs, his shoes are untied because he's too dumb to tie his shoes. His teeth are rotten. He's got a tiny black little heart. He's got his handcuffs. He's got his little. He's filming the cops with his little gimbal there with his phone. So yeah, he's a little punk. So whenever I get mad at frauditors, I just give him a couple jabs, and it makes me feel better. It relieves my stress, and he don't like it though. And he's been beefing with Blackheart Knight ever since this guy. News Now Voodoo, if you look back on my channel, you'll see he audited a post office. He also audited a gymnasium and a library. And Blackheart Knight, whenever News Now Voodoo posts a new video, Blackheart Knight immediately posts a video making fun of him. So, those two been beefing. And since Blackheart Knight's been on my show and is going to be again, these two are going to have a round two. It's going to be greater than Ali Frazier 2. It's going to be an amazing, amazing battle. One for the ages. Anyway, it's not a puppet. It's a voodoo doll. Can he do the chicken dance? All right. You can't sing Lowrider without Jerry. Oh, no. All right, Holden. With that, let's get back to the next video. Once again, because of today being the day that it is, just in case anyone forgot, we're going to go ahead and do this real quick.
I have a bad feeling about this.
A really bad feeling about this.
Ooh, the ending. I'm not worried about the Disney part. See, this is the way. See, you know what it is? It was you don't know the difference between a doll and a puppet. That's a joke, right? Like, seriously? Like, what? Dolls, their mouths don't move. A puppet, you control their mouth movement and everything else. But the main thing is you control the mouth of a puppet. This guy, his mouth doesn't open. Of course, it's sewn shut, but he's an idiot anyway. If he could talk, he wouldn't say anything worthwhile. You've heard him. This is the May. Yes. Here's the thing. Edward was there, man. I was there. When Star Wars first came out, I was there. That's literally like when and it's been true for years, as long as I can remember. My earliest Ray W's in the house. What's up, Ray? Good to see ya. May the 4th be with you too. In my life, the earliest memory I have is seeing the original Star Wars in the theater. And even that, I don't specifically remember the movie. I've always had this memory in my head when I think back, for as long as I can remember. What I remember when I think back as hard as I can is sitting in the theater. My dad was right there. And when the Tusken Raider jumped up and attacked Luke, or after attacking Luke, that Tusken Raider scared the crap out of me. And I looked at my dad, and he was smiling like that was the coolest thing he ever saw in his life. That's my earliest memory in life, that specific moment. The next memory I have was watching Gene Simmons' bass solo at the beginning of 100,000 Years when he's spitting the blood and it's dripping down his face. When I saw Kiss live, the original Kiss when I was a little kid. Those are my two earliest memories in life. Well, okay, there's one in between. For full transparency, there's one other memory that's in between, but it's from the same thing. The opening act for Kiss that night was Judas Priest. And Judas Priest, Rob Halford's was so loud, and I was so young I didn't get that at the time. Like now I dig it, but as a kid, it just hurt my ears. So I remember the pain of listening to Rob Halford scream and my mom saying, "Should we leave?" And me crying saying, "No, I don't want to miss Kiss." I remember that. I don't remember like going to the show or anything, like the actual physical process of the tickets and the theater and the car ride, any of that. But I remember that moment, and I remember seeing Gene Simmons spit blood about 20 minutes later, or a half hour, whatever it was. $4.99 from Phil. Please, for the love of Trifold, make News Now Voodoo stop dancing. You're the servant. He isn't. So dance now. I demand it. Your wish is my command. All right. Thank you very much. I love you guys. You guys are hilarious, man. You make me laugh. You make my morning so much fun every single day. Was that the Dynasty or Love Gun tour? Honestly, I don't specifically remember, but it would be real easy to find out. Just look up which tour in the 70s they had Judas Priest open for them. And there you go. You'll have your answer. I think it was 77, 78. It might have been Dynasty. I don't remember which one specifically it was. Again, at the time, I was a kid. I had the Kiss dolls, the big 12 inches. Wish I still did, but whatever. I got a picture of me on Facebook with Peter Criss makeup on. I've showed it on here before. Good stuff. Good stuff. The difference between a doll and a puppet. It's frowned upon to stick your hand up a doll's ass. Yeah. If you do that, that could be an issue. The first time I saw Judas Priest was a day on the Green with Led Zeppelin in '77. I didn't get into them until I heard Unleashed in the East in '79. Yeah, it took a while for me to grow into Judas Priest. What was awesome was that I was really, really into like thrash metal and the really, really, really hard stuff right when Painkiller came out. So that was really what did it for me. Like I knew obviously I knew Judas Priest and I was familiar with their stuff and I heard of some of their songs and they had their hits on the radio or whatever, but I never really cared. But when I started getting into the heavy stuff, it was like Judas Priest, those guys are still around. What? And my friends are all like, no, you don't understand. Their new stuff is great, man. These guys have been around forever, and this is like their big statement, like, hey, we're still rocking, man. And then I heard Painkiller, and I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. Oh man. My concerts were in the era of hair bands. I'll tell you what, man, back in the day, see these kids today, they don't know. They don't know. They have no idea what it's like. Today, a concert is you see some dude hopping around on the stage to pre-recorded music and professional dancers dancing behind him, and that's the show. When I was a kid, we called that the Ice Capades. Now that's a rock concert. But watching a band play it was a whole different vibe. And let me tell you something. There's actually been like some research and some studies and stuff where they've talked about this. And I firmly believe it because when I was young, I used to go to concerts all the time. I've seen so many bands. I've actually tried to make a list once, a comprehensive list of every band I've seen live. And I couldn't even do it because I couldn't remember all of them because I've seen so many. But just like off the top of my head, I've seen Black Sabbath, I've seen Primus, I've seen Ozzy, I've seen Kiss, I've seen the Monkees, I've seen Weird Al, I've seen Tom Jones. I've seen Motley Crue, Megadeth, Metallica, ZZ Top, the Doors of the 21st Century, which was the Doors, except obviously without Jim Morrison, because I wasn't even alive when he died. Or was I? No, I think I think he died before I was born. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, never got we know that. I saw Tesla, I saw Van Halen, I saw holy crap. A lot of underground bands and punk bands. I've seen No Means No. I've seen not the Dead Kennedys, but I've seen Jello Biafra. I've seen the Melvins. Crap. I've seen Tricky. Oh, what's that other? There's so many. There's so many. Oh, I've seen the Smashing Pumpkins like 6 times growing up in Chicago. They were always playing in a local club. That was one of the things they were great at. Like I missed the whole 70s, 80s era where the Rolling Stones would just randomly show up in Chicago clubs and just play in small clubs in Chicago. But I was around in the 90s when the Pumpkins were doing that. So I saw the Smashing Pumpkins a bunch of times. I've seen the Dave Matthews Band like 5 or 6 times. I've seen so many bands, went to so many concerts. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, did you throw? You know what? Everybody did. Everybody did. I was like one of the only men in the crowd, and they were throwing their undies at Tom Jones. It's a fact that did happen. That was crazy. But anyway, you know what? We're having fun. We're having fun. So I'm going to show you why in a minute. But before I get to that, let me finish my point. I think the big difference for me is that, and again, I've seen actual like scientific research people. Hey, Professor Crack, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Crack is going to be a future guest on the Saturday Night Snafu with Hezokuai and the Frauditors News Network. We're getting off track a little bit, Crack. We're just talking about music right now, actually. And I was talking about how I think the thing about seeing bands that was different than what it's like now is because there's something to be said for people actually playing music. For example, I play guitar, right? A lot of the music on my channel is literally my music. The majority of the music I use is my own. And when I play guitar, like you could record yourself playing, and then nowadays digitally, you could take that recording you just made and then just copy and paste it to make it sound a little bit beefier and to give it a little more meat, but it doesn't sound right. Even though it's literally perfect because it's the exact same thing, it doesn't quite sound right. But if you play it twice and then put those two together, what happens is it's literally physically impossible for humans, even in a band, a group of humans, even if it's the Eagles, to play literally perfect like the machine does. So when you go see a live band and they're tight, you feel it. You feel that natural energy that comes from these four different people coming together and hitting those notes and being tight, and it's a feeling you don't get from watching a band where it's just some dude hopping around to pre-recorded music, because it's all digital. The music's too perfect. In fact, that's one of the things, and I'm not dissing Fleetwood Mac, but some of Fleetwood Mac stuff is almost too good. It's almost too clean. You know, seeing them live, obviously you would still have that feeling, but listening to their records, sometimes they're overproduced to where the production kind of takes a little bit of the feel out of it. And the feel is what makes it so exciting and so incredible and so awesome and so fun to me. Anyway, I just wanted to real quick before we move on to the next video, I wanted to show this real quick because we were talking about music and this came up and some people were saying, what the heck? So I are just gonna I'll just do the first verse. I won't play the whole video. But I just want you guys to really, really, really pay attention to the talent that you're about to see. Now, for those of you who are just joining us or who missed it, don't know what I'm talking about. Well, you know what? Okay. So now here's the problem. This is my theory on that. I don't think it's hip hop. I don't think it's rap. I don't think any of those things are the problem. I think the problem is several things. One, always throughout the entire history of the music industry, every time you sign someone to your label, you're taking a chance. There's a risk that they might not put out a hit record. So when you're a studio, you hate taking those risks. But now, one, you could sample something that already is a hit. So you don't have to worry about that. You could find someone who's really good looking that can't sing but use auto-tune to make them sound good. So you don't actually have to try and find talent. You could just create it. And I also very much blame digital technology. Now, this might sound silly, but if you really think about it, it's true. This generation of kids that grew up on earbuds, those kind of headphones physically cannot handle the full range of music, all the different frequencies of music. So now you got the beat and you got the rhythm, but there's no melody. And that's the difference. And that's why I say, technically, you actually can say that modern music is not music. Like, when I was a kid, I'd listen to heavy metal and they'd say, oh, that's not music. But it really was. The melodies were fast and they were insane, but they were melodies. But this modern stuff, there is no melody. Even the melodic phrasing is just reinforcing the beat. It's just the rhythm. It's just the beat. And all of the lyrics and all of the words and the other instruments, they're not building a melody. They're just reinforcing the rhythm. And it works because on a purely, just base level, human beings have that attraction to that beat. It goes all the way back to the heartbeat when you're in the room and you get the boom, 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 hitting you when you're a baby. So there's a natural attraction to that. But when there's no melody, you're not engaging any other part of yourself. That's why these people can listen to these songs where the lyrics are absolutely abhorrent and they don't care. Because they're not listening to the lyrics. They don't care about the lyrics. They care about the beat. And the reason why the lyrics keep getting worse and worse and worse is because the beat is always essentially the same. It's 4/4 time signature between 120 and 135 beats per minute. So why am I going to remember your boom chick, boom chick, boom chick, as opposed to his boom chick, boom chick, boom chick? Why am I going to remember his and not yours? Well, because his says, I'm the one who fucked your mother in the ass on my hands. Oh, I remember that. So they have to say these crazy words because it gives you something to remember. Because there's no melody to remember. Old songs, classical songs that you know, and you don't even know you know them, but you've heard them a million times and you remember the melody, are with you forever. But these songs with the beat, there's no melody to remember, so they have crazy words so you can remember the lyrics. So that being said, earlier I was talking about a list of all the bands that I've seen live, and one of the people I mentioned that I saw live was Tom Jones. And somebody in the chat said, did you throw your panties up on the stage? And I said, actually, to be 100% honest, I was one of the only men there. And yes, there were lots of bras and panties flying up on the stage. It is real. It is a fact. That did happen. It's true. Some people are like, what? What is that? Well, if you don't know anything about Tom Jones, I'm about to show you why that's how women react to him. I'm not going to play the whole song. I'm just going to play like the first verse, and then we'll get back into the Frauditors. But I like this. I love this because this is live footage. And this is before auto-tune was invented. And even though he's standing on stage alone, you could tell the orchestra is just right off camera actually playing the music. It's not a pre-recorded track that he's lip syncing. This is legitimately live. Okay? Yeah, we probably could have a good long talk. So I'm just going to play a bit of this. Again, pay really close attention to what talent actually is. And why the hell can we not have stuff like this before? Remember, this is a guy, you're looking at a man who I had a wall covered with Iron Maiden posters, Black Sabbath posters, Led Zeppelin posters. I listened to Slayer. Cannibal Corpse. I like them. And I'm about to sit here and play a Tom Jones video. Because, damn it, I recognize talent. And today there is none. Look at this. This is real talent. This is what it's about right here. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. That's another reason I'm not going to play the whole thing.
I've been in love so many times, thought I knew the score. Now you've treated me so wrong, I can't take anymore. And it looks
You need a bass
like
drop. What you need is a Tom Jones drop. You ready? Here it comes. Forget the bass drop. Here's the Tom Jones drop. Coming up right now. Here it comes. Here it comes.
All those things I heard about you, I thought they were only lies. But when I caught you in his arms, I just broke down and cried.
Actually, Ray, oh, by the way, a round of applause for Tom Jones. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people talk about his looks. A lot of girls say how handsome he is and this and that. But I think it's more because of the talent. Like, they just appreciate what he can do. I mean, because look at how many extremely ugly rock stars get plenty of girls. So, I don't know. That's the thing. Conspiracy music. Obviously, you know he knows music. And he's just telling it like it is, dag nabbit. That's why he said, "What's new, pussycat?" Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, yes, yes. New music lacks storytelling and emotion. Exactly. That's exactly right. Horrible, horrible, horrible stuff. Wait a minute. What is this? The voodoo doll represents the collective ID of all the frauditors. That's exactly right. Hey, you know what? I know. I didn't want to, but I also didn't want to risk, too much copyright stuff. But anyway, let's get back to the Frauditor videos. This is from the Troll Media Group. They only got 582 subscribers. So let me drop a quick link here. We're gonna add this, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who've been following me for a while know, I've been following. I'm always trying to follow new people and expose them to a wider audience. And so, like I said, this Frauditor Troll Media Group only not Frauditor Troll Media Group only has 582 subs. So let's take a look at one of their videos and see, what do we think about this guy? And we love having the more the merrier on our side. Was that Jimmy Page on guitar? Actually, no. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because I know Jimmy Page actually did do a lot of session work before Zeppelin really took off. So it actually, like, for those of you who know rock history, it actually is not impossible that it might have been Jimmy Page. But I don't think it was. No, not on that song anyway. Let's get to it. Let's see. Here we go. Dumb Frauditor needs mommy to protect him, by the Troll Media Group.
Disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
When did you see Superman say, "For Superman's safety"? When did you see Superman say that?
Obviously, Captain Happy got a ranch, who's a troll.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. It's a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. If you want to know what I'm doing here, I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
Could you briefly tell us what the Third Amendment is? That's the walk of shame. You need to remember what you swore to protect. And my voice is terrible today.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep again. I'm begging. You're not criminal. You're going to make me sleep in jail.
Maserati 5000 GT for $10. Tom Jones is still attractive at 82. His concerts still sell out, and he's talented in many genres of music. That is a fact. I just saw footage of him just from a few months ago, and he sounded great. I will say his voice isn't as powerful as it used to be, but it still is good. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Maserati's Happy Dance. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And now back to the show.
Sir, please. Please,
Dude, please.
No,
Oh my
come
God,
on, man.
don't do that to him.
You guys don't know what you're doing to me, man.
Why? Why are you doing that? Oh man.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please. Can I have your name and batch number, please?
It's Captain Happy. God damn it.
This guy is a perfect example of why you do not piss off your entire neighborhood, why you do not go around antagonizing your entire neighborhood, and why you do not start so much trouble with your neighborhood, because it's coming back on him and it's going to get worse and worse and worse, and he's not going to know what to do. This guy is a complete fool. But anyways, enjoy the video.
We're just down here to see at the cop show. Couple more over there. Cops are going to come and look.
Oh,
Doubt they'll do anything. But
this is
there's another one.
New York Public Tours.
A few moments later.
He
We're
changed
just hanging out, see a cop show.
Actually,
doubtful. Highly doubt it.
The police will eventually show because it's their job to show up. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to say there's nothing we can do. And they know it. They know this guy's an antagonizer. They know he's a troublemaker. They're sick and tired of him too.
You know what? I thought this was a Jeremiah Payne video at first. I apologize. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not sticking up for what New York Public Audits was doing, but I don't know. I watched his live stream last night, and like he legitimately has like the people he pissed off in the neighborhood. And maybe that's what this is about ultimately. But he, at this point, he's like not even doing something now. And he's got the people from the neighborhood coming to his house every night to like harass him, like blow their radio really loud and just park in front of his house and be annoying and like knocking on his window. Just like really kind of crossing the line. You know, like I understand he started out by frauditing and pissing off the whole neighborhood. But now they are really giving him a hard time. This isn't Frauditor Troll Sandman. This is a troll. But to a certain extent, I'm starting to actually feel sorry for this New York Public Audits guy. New York Public Tours is what he calls himself now. And he's a fan of this channel, by the way. So I'm going to keep playing this. But I just want to make sure it's clear that everybody knows and understands that I am not. I guess it's because I can't sit here day in and day out every day, rip these people a new one over the fact that they're basically inhuman and have no empathy, and then show no empathy when one of them is mistreated. Like, even if, like, again, when one of these idiots does something where they're asking for trouble and they get it, good for them. But, like, okay, you stopped doing that. Now you're just sitting at home minding your own business. And now idiots are coming to your house every night to give you a hard time. I don't know. Well, but see, okay. See, this is why I'm saying, because on one hand, it's like, yeah, you're when you're putting it in, when you're putting it out there, when you're sticking your face where it don't belong. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's face it. I think y'all love me because you know I'm a good person, damn it. And because I'm a good person is why I'm putting this disclaimer on this video. Because unlike these douche canoes, I have a soul. Unlike these douche canoes, I have empathy. And just like any one of them, if I see them doing something where I think they deserve a beating, I'm going to call them out on it. And say, good, they got what they deserve.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. Okay, I'm out in order.
Danny for $5. All right. He pissed off the people at the bar. then told him I live around the corner, come by my house. He did it to himself. That's the thing. That's the thing. He did tell them where he lives, and he did dare them to come to his house. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that he didn't put himself in this position. But that's why I say it's hard for me, because on one hand, I have a heart and I have empathy and I don't want to see anything bad happen to everyone. On the other hand, if somebody deserves justice, then I'm all for them getting it. So with this particular dude, and I think it's partially also because I have talked to him, and like on a human level, and it does seem to me, and I'll be 100% honest, the main reason why I'm not necessarily sticking up for him or what he does, because I don't believe in it, but I really honestly believe that he has some kind of mental problem. And that's why I'm a little sticky with this guy, because 90% of these douchebags are clearly perfectly sane and are just idiots, or they're just pricks who are trying to get paid and don't give a shit about nothing. They're just narcissistic or douche canoes, or heck, just somebody who realized that, hey, you know what? I see that there's people on YouTube that are getting paid to be assholes. I'll get paid to be an asshole too. But they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose. This guy, I think he specifically has actually something wrong with his head. I honestly believe that. And so I don't necessarily think that this particular guy is going out of his way to be a douchebag, and just like these other douche canoes are doing it intentionally. I think he actually doesn't understand that it. Ugh. Lisa's like, okay. All right, I'll get to it, damn it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to delay because I still owe Danny a happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. News Now enemy. Exactly. All right. So anyway, here we go. Yeah.
Where? I'm just gonna hang out down here all night. Right here. I might go get a chair. Say a word to nobody. Period. Sit here and chill and talk to you guys.
Oh, he's going to sit there all night? Doesn't he have a job? Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have a job. According to him, he's self-employed, which means he just sits around and does nothing all day and probably most likely collects welfare. But he claims he's some kind of snake wrangler, charmer. I don't know what you want to call him. But he says he does something with snakes or reptiles. Who the hell knows and who the hell cares?
Couple on the pole over there. Don't worry, cops are coming.
What he is talking about is this poster. Somebody or people are printing it out, laminating it, and putting it all over the town. And they put it up high enough so he can't get it all, and he has to climb on a ladder to get him down. It's hilarious.
Bet they don't do anything if they even come. Yeah, they won't do shit. We already know. These guys are allowed to do whatever they want. They run this town. Yeah, I'll reach out to the power pole company tomorrow too, the electric company, and see what they say. Supposedly it's not illegal. Supposedly they can hang them.
What happened?
Even though I have New York State Penal Code.
Back there.
That says otherwise.
You boys make me come back.
I'm not a lawyer, but maybe they could consider that littering. But I mean, given the fact of how you treat people and your videos and how you act towards people, nobody's going to prosecute them.
Lee, you need to get with the program, man. You're the one sitting up in here in my chat all the time telling me that I'm harassing people by walking down the sidewalk. But yeah, these guys are allowed to do anything that they want to do.
Stop playing the victim card. You are not the victim in this. You are the instigator. You've been agitating the entire town for God knows how long. And you know what? They're finally sick and tired of your shit. and they're retaliating against you. Plain and simple. They're running you out of town, and that's the best thing that could happen. Go to someone else's town and be their problem.
Let's say, guys, my kids wanted to walk to the store a little while ago and get ice cream. I can't even do that. Can't even do that.
And who's to blame for that one? Not the citizens. It's all you. You're the one hurting your kids in the long run. You don't realize it because you're too stupid to realize it. You are hurting your kids in the long run. They're not going to be able to do stuff. Nobody's going to want their kids playing with your kids because they know what kind of a piece of shit you are.
Bliss punk.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another $2 from Chris Kelling. Don't make me turn this live stream around. Seriously though, what did happen with Dino? He's like, what did I walk into? Was it just the timing of what I was talking about or what? Anyway, Chris Kelling, here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you very much. All right, guys, it's May the 4th. Be with you. So I got my Lego Star Wars cart filled up. There's they got all these sales going on for Star Wars Day. And it's some of this stuff these days that they got here is amazing. So I'm going ahead and I'm checking some of these things out. I want to show this to you guys because this is where's just a picture of it. Here we go. Look at the kind of Legos they have nowadays. This is I can't believe this stuff. My kids are really into this, so I've been looking at it and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Look at this. Do you see that? It's the freaking trash compactor. The walls actually move. See, there's all the garbage. There's Han, Chewie, Luke, Leia. They don't have the little monster though. I was disappointed about that. But there's the trash compactor. There's the walls move and squish them. And then on the outside, there's R2 and 3PO trying to get the door open. Like, that's amazing. Look at that. I didn't even know Lego made stuff like that. That's so cool. And then look, there's Dagobah. There's this X-Wing sinking into the mud. There's the monster's tentacle coming out. There's R2. There's Yoda. There's Luke hanging upside down doing his handstand. And look, here's the trench run. You got the X-Wing and you got a couple of TIE fighters chasing them, shooting at them through the trench. Like, man, these things are like a whole nother level of awesome now that they didn't exist before. That's amazing. Oh, I didn't even have it big screen. You guys can't even see what I'm looking at. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I had it on small screen. So let me go back. Look at, where's the, here, look at this. There's the actual trash compactor. Look at that. There's Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie. There's all the garbage. And then the walls are moving. I don't know. Try and brace it with something. There's the box. Yeah, see the walls move. So there they are getting smushed. And then there's 3PO and R2-D2 at the door trying to get in. That's amazing stuff to me that Lego, that this stuff even exists. But today's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yes, 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 yes. What's more amazing is what Lego has not done. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. The Grandmaster with the sticks. Did you see him throw one away during the song? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where you guys are at. I got all discombobulated when I saw Dino. Like, what the hell did I walk into? And it's like, hey, Dino, you're a big supporter of the channel. We love you. I love all you. And I'm glad Luke broke into Leia's cell and said, hi, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. She said, you're who? He said, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. I have your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi. He goes, Ben Kenobi, who is he? No, Ben Kenobi, where is he? Just come on. Yeah, it was something like that. Discombobulated. Lego has warehouses full of technical Legos, and you can buy them for free. Send them to me. I did just buy a Lego set for Horizon Zero Dawn for my toy collection. All right. Ow! How'd I get that? That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much. So what are you saying? You ended with 3 dots, Timo. Timo. Hezo. Lego has. Warehouse is full of technological Legos and what? Oh, thank you. I love you. Love you too, Dino. Great to have you here as always. There's a frauditor that thinks discombobulated means mixed up. Well, because he is mixed up, because he thinks that frauditing is a good idea. Yes, Lego is extremely expensive. The set that I was just showing is like, what, $70? Let me double check. The price of that one I was just showing, the trash compactor is, no, $90. The trash compactor is $90. So yes, Legos are extremely expensive. What are you gonna do? That's one of the reasons why. Because every Christmas my kids like, give me Legos, give me Legos. That's why I'm looking at them now, because right now they're having the May the 4th be with you Star Wars sale on Lego.com. So that's why I'm checking them out to see maybe I could get some of his Christmas shopping done now while there's a discount on the stuff. Has C-3PO, Lego C-3PO been Mandela affected? If one has a gold and white leg, and then it's absolutely normal, and if it has 2 golden legs, it's the Mandela effect. All right. Yeah. I just bought my son said it was $170. Yeah, exactly. $90 for some silly Lego garbage box? Yes. That's exactly right. Lego is like, well, what? Okay, you think that's bad? Here, let me show you something. This is how crazy Lego has gotten. They got this. I got to show you this. You're gonna. Oh man, if you don't know. Oh man. Let's see. Where is it? I gotta pull it up here quick. Because I have to pull it up first. Not like on the screen, because I'm actually logged on to my personal Lego account, because my son always buys Lego. So I'm actually technically a Lego VIP. That's, you always get discounts and stuff when you order from online. But there's one particular Lego I want to show you. If you're like amazed at like the prices of these things and how crazy it is, wait till you see this. This is nuts. Let's see. All right, there's that one. And then there's another one too that I wanted to show you. This, in fact, here's what I'll show you. This is my all-time favorite Lego set. And it's one that I will probably never have, because the one thing about Lego is they have certain sets and they're available only, like for a particular amount of time. And then they are discontinued, and then you can never get them again, except maybe if you're lucky and you find one on eBay or something. All right, let's go first of all with this one. Okay, first here I'll show you what it is. This one isn't my all-time favorite, but this is just an example because we're talking about the prices. All right, here's your Millennium Falcon. All right, you got 3PO, Chewie, Leia, Han. You got those little Minox. There's BB-8. So they got the original series and then the new. You got Han as an old man, and you got Finn, and what's her butt. And then you even got the satellite dish, because the satellite dish got knocked off in Return of the Jedi. It got replaced with this one, so they have the replacement satellite dish. right? There's the box set it comes in. 7,541 piece Millennium Falcon. There's what it looks like on the outside. You got your little dudes walking. There's Lando. Oh no, that's Finn. Yeah, because there's the other satellite dish. And there's another picture of it, and you see it's got the room for all four of them in the cockpit there. And there it is, another from the outside. Picture of them in the cockpit. There they are with the Minot coming after them. And there's a close-up of the turret. And see, you could sit and control the turret, just like in the movie. Yeah, they're showing the replaceable pieces to make it, for the different movies. This is what it looks like from the outside. All the pictures of all the little stuff in there. All right. Now, there's the little board game that they play. There's BB-8, and see, they're playing their little game. There's the little room where they're fixing stuff. Right? Close up of Han, close up of Chewie, whatever. All right. So that is the set, right? Okay, cool. It's a cool, nice little Lego thing. We like it. So what? Well, in the chat, guess, don't cheat, don't look it up. Guess how much the set I just showed you costs. Go ahead, take a guess. Just put in the chat how much you think that set costs. That is it me, or is the radar dish supposed to be on the right? It is. It is on the right. It's flipped because we're looking at the picture, All right, so let's see. What do we got? We got $429. We got $1,500. We got $500. We got $300. Danny says $15. Even just the little guys would cost more than that. $750, $385, $150, $300, $500, $500, $500, $100, $500, $1,100. So it looks like the consensus is most people look at that and think, okay, that looks like something that goes for about $500. Okay. Let's see. How much does it actually cost? Drum roll, please. Oh, yeah, I don't have a drum roll button. Ladies and gentlemen, the set that I just showed you goes for a whopping $849.99. Almost $900. That's crazy. Legos are so expensive. That's nuts. Yeah, Dino. Exactly. That's why my kids are always like, how come you don't buy us Legos all the time? I'm like, because you're nuts. I can't afford Legos. Ain't nobody can afford that. Plastic bricks. All right. But what I would like to show you guys is they do have my one and only ultimate all-time favorite Lego set. Now, there was one that was my all-time favorite Lego set and actually still is, but they don't make it anymore. And I actually did get it for my son once for Christmas a few years ago. The original 1960s Batcave. And it came with like Batman and Robin, but it was specifically Adam West and Dick Ward. And the Joker was, it was all the 60s characters. It had the 60s Batmobile. It had the room where you pull the head, and it had the little Lego where you pull the head back and then the door slides open and then they go down the bat poles, and you could preload it with Batman and Robin. So you could put Dick and Bruce at the top, let go, and then Batman and Robin would come out the bottom. That is my all-time favorite Lego set. But since that set is discontinued now, and it's May the 4th be with you day, I want to show you my all-time favorite Lego set currently in production, that currently exists. Mos Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's the cantina, ladies and gentlemen. You got your do-back look. You got the band. You got, look at all I mean, the whole thing is all put together with all these different things. But watch this. You got your desert troops. You got Luke. You got Chewie. You got Greedo. You got Han. And well, here, I'll show you. There's more pictures you'll see. It comes with so many guys. Look at this. There's the box. There's another picture of it from the outside. Look at it from the inside. Look, there's the little doorway where the robots weren't allowed to come in. There's Han sitting at his table having his drink. There's Hammerhead sitting at his table having his drink. There's the band playing. There's that little devil guy that was in there. Here's the bar itself. Here's the bartender. Look at all the little characters. There's Walrus Man. There's the dude and there's Luke laying down. And there's Obi-Wan, old Obi-Wan with his lightsaber about to chop this cat's arm. He chops this dude's arm off, right? They got all these dudes. I mean, this is there's some close-ups. There's Han and Greedo. Look at this. There's the bar. This is awesome. Look at all this cool stuff. Comes with this. Yeah, there's a picture of the back of the box. That's an awesome set. I love that. That one's only $400, but it's temporarily out of stock. Time to vote for Chili again on the Grifties. Get over to the Grifties and vote for Chili de Castro, the biggest grifter of the year. We love tearing Chili down. We love tearing all the frauditors down, ladies and gentlemen, because that's just what we do. Yay. Frauditors and auditors and douche canoes galore. And everyone knows that Reagan Benson's a dirty. Ding, ding, ding. You figure it out. Hey, man, I didn't say it. You thought it. That's your fault. Dirty minds. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat now. You guys are great. Let's see. Will my son, I tell you what, when you start to buy me Louis the 14th cognac, I'll start buying you Legos. Yes. That's right. I can afford that and you can. Raven Wing for $1.99. May the 4th dance time. Heck yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, man. I appreciate that. By the way, if anybody sees Paracord Princess, because I didn't see her in here today, she super chatted me after I went off the air yesterday. So I wanted to say thank you to her. And she's not here, but I'll give a quick happy dance. This is in honor of Paracord Princess. All right. Thank you so much. Oh. Yes, expensive stuff indeed. I have a link to music you'll love, a concert segment on Lost in Space, Star Trek, Star Wars, Encounters of the Third Kind, and more. Man, I'll tell you what, some of those old science fiction show soundtrack music, fantastic stuff. Zerg. No, not the Zerg. I hated those guys. They always killed me. Oh, Paracord Princess is an airman. She rocks. That's a fact. Email me. Oh wait, I already got your email from when I sent you stuff. I'll just look for a reply from me to your most recent email to me, and it'll be the information you need, buddy. No problemo, shmemo. The devil guy is a Divaranian. All right, well, he's. I thought he was a douchebag Aryan. Oh no, those are frauders. Ah. Yes. It's always been interesting to me. Like, I know this stuff pretty well, but I don't know everything. This is my Remy Martin Lewis, the 13th cognac, Baccarat crystal, 250,000 pounds. No, 3,250,000. See, I think you're missing a zero there, or you put the comma in the wrong place. What? Stupid crows. They're always bothering me. I can't get them to leave. I tried. I don't want to listen. I think somebody told me that News Now Voodoo is the one who's been putting the breadcrumbs out for the crows and trying to get more and more of them to come in and take the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great May the 4th be with you. And don't forget to join me, of course, tomorrow. But also remember, on Saturday, May 6th, right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, Hezokuai and the Frauditor News Network, Saturday Night Snafu with Corrections 101. Right, and then on Saturday, May 13th, the mystery of how the voices are done will be revealed when we have SMR Lab 777. And then on May 20th, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Professor Crack from the Idiopathic Truth. And then on May 27th, Takedown Exposing Frauditors. That's right. It's true. He's going to be here. And then you know what's going to happen in June? On June 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, According to Asia is going to be with us. And then on June 10th, Frauditor Wrangler! Yes! But get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get prepared for the biggest sequel in history. Bigger than The Empire Strikes Back. More important than Ali Frazier 2. News Now Voodoo versus Black Heart Night. That's right, and then on June 24th, we're going to bring the intellectuals into the house, and we're going to have some Katie Zed. She's going to come out, we're going to talk, I'm going to be surrounded by women again. Frauditor News Network's my co-host. Every time I have a woman guest, I'm surrounded by women. I just sit back and let them do their thing. I love it. I love you guys. I love the ladies. Love the show. It's a great time. And after that, on July 1st, Welsh News Network, they're both going to be here, Dan and Bucket. It's going to be fantastic. July 8th, Debo Station. And then on July 15th, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Mandy 777 is going to be our guest. That's right. We got a lot of great stuff. The Corrections 101 is this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Saturday Night Snafu with me and the Frauditor News Network. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great time with everybody. We're going to have a lot of fun. David Perillo Jr. says, I love this family and they've come to accept me. All right. Corrections 101 he's a vet. He's got a thick skin. That's right. Highway Star for $2. This is another fantastic show. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank all you guys for watching. Here's a happy dance for Highway Star. All right. Thank you, all of you guys, so much. I love you every morning. Always a good time. Never have a bad time. I love waking up to you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world. You really, truly are. I really love you guys. Seriously, from the heart. Legit. And so, all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time on Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. Oh, yeah. I'm on to Ah! I did it wrong. Hold on. Let me fix that. It's like a thing I try to do. All right, let's try this again. I'm all shook up.